Boom. We are live. That's right, folks. We are live and back at it again. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we're here at a special time. That's right, 7 p.m. tonight. We're kicking off with AEW Rampage, the Slam Dunk edition, apparently. They got slam dunked from 10 o'clock to 7 p.m. because of scheduling conflicts. So we are here early. We're going through a crazy night, doubleheader Friday, AEW Rampage first, SmackDown, a highly anticipated SmackDown, the go-home show for Elimination Chamber, kicking off our weekend right, folks. Tune in, strap on. It's a feel-good Friday. Lots of wrestling. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live, folks. It's Friday. Congratulations. You put another week in the books. Check it all off. We're done. The weekend is here. Friday is upon us. A crazy weekend for the wrestling fans out there, for the IWC, for the channel, dare I say. But, folks, we got AEW Rampage kicking off, and we're going to follow it up with some SmackDown. And, of course, in case you didn't know, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the man that's just working. And I am joined by...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrasslin for Life proudly brings to you its YouTube Tag Team Champions of the World, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am, I guess, the Monstar Big Nick here. Well, we've got, right now we've got...
Speaking of Monstars...
AR Fox, yeah. If I punch him high and you hit him...
Right. We go Tope.
Right. But we've got the Young Bucks coming out, or the Elite, I should say, taking on Top Flight and AR Fox. And how is everybody doing, by the way? A-Town, yes. Dale, Victor, Damon, Vic, my favorite guy. But yeah, we've got right now the trios belts on the line. So already out of the gate, folks, give us your predictions whether you're taking the Elite, and honestly, wouldn't blame you if you are, versus Top Flight and AR Fox for the AEW World Trios Championships.
Is this going to become a 7-match series?
I didn't even ask how you are, but anyway.
No, I mean, we're starting the night off with the Young Bucks and, Kenny. So, I mean, I could be happier. No, it's a feel-good Friday. I'm doing well, Nick. I hope you're doing well as well. Well. Absolutely. I mean, it's Elimination Chamber weekend. Have we been more excited for a B show pay-per-view from WWE in recent memory? The last one I really remember was like Money in the Bank, and that's more just because anybody could win it. Because it was, we knew it was going to be chaos.
Right.
No, and to your point, yes, it's one of the most anticipated B pay-per-views or premium live events.
You should be over the hedges right now, because it's your hometown, well, not your hometown, but your home nation Canadian boy, Samuel Zayn, is going to potentially win the WWE World Heavyweight Universal Championship.
I cannot wait for SmackDown tonight. I cannot wait for Elimination Chamber tomorrow. I'm telling you, listen, I might have some rivalry with Montreal, and especially because I got to put up with them winning more championships than my Leafs. Constantly, it's upsetting, but nonetheless, the point is, I know what Canadian fans are like. I know what Montreal fans are like, and even the Hab fans, and that's the nickname for the Canadians for anyone out there who doesn't know any better. But the Hab fans, they're passionate, they're fire, they're loud, and it's going to be amazing, Nick.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I just got completely derailed because we had a legitimate tip-off to start this match.
Why?
Because we have a multiple basketballs being involved. Now, Nick Jackson just got hit with a basketball from Matt Jackson. All these guys are missing is a Toon Squad outfit coming out right now. Like, I get it's the slam they got moved because of, the All-Star game and the All-Star weekend and everything. But, yeah, just...
So, that's one of the criticisms. And Nick, I got left alone on Wednesday, so I got to run my mouth about Dynamite, and nobody could really correct me. So But no, I mean, I have an issue with, like, okay, the Bucks come back after all the bullshit. They get handed a title that meant nothing. That was a cold title in the hands of Death Triangle. So they come back. They have a 7-match series with their buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're taking on these guys twice. Like, are they ever going to wrestle anybody that could potentially challenge them or get over more than them? Are they going to continually avoid? Like, are we just going to keep the House of Black on the bench? Are we going to, keep everyone on the bench? Keep, Punk at home? Fuck them. Like, I don't understand.
House of Black is the only legitimate thing that I feel that they have left, because obviously FTR, there's the image going around to where Dax may have had a WWE contract while he was trying to nice alcohol beverage and everything.
Not as bad.
Topes and Swantons and Centons. Of course, Kenny's got 23 on his fucking jersey.
Of course. And the balls are back.
But to your point, that I think that they've now, since they've ran out FTR, they've gotten what they wanted. They ran through the entire tag division. There is nothing left outside of maybe the House of Black. If they do bring Punk back, that would be great. But it's one of those of if they could play ball with him.
Well, that's it. And will it just be a case of, yeah, come back, and then we go over you and you can fuck off? Like, no, like, I mean, that's the problem.
Right.
Same thing. Like, it's same thing with Jericho. Like, you need to get them out of the way. So take them out of your shows.
Yeah, but Tony won't do that. As we just had the Harlem Globetrotters set up there into a pie face from Kenny Omega.
It's fucking ridiculous. AEW ratings Wednesday. Look at that. 824,000. Ouch.
But this 100% has to be of we're placating towards the network and everything. And I mean, I get if you want to have a little bit of tongue in cheek. Tongue in cheek is you come out when you're wearing the jerseys, what have you, dribble the basketball, and then you fuck it off while, before you start the match. But to have all of the timeouts called, the Harlem Globetrotters shit, the tip-off to start the match, you're placating the network of, well, see, TBS, Turner, we can work well with you guys.
Yeah, but you know what? It shouldn't be them. That's your mid-card guys. You'll put Danhausen in a basketball jersey.
Yeah, but see, you kind of nailed it, but you don't think you nailed it there, because when you said mid-card guys, just because they have the title of EVP doesn't change that.
Well, I mean, yeah, touche. I mean, I like that. That's something I should have said, actually.
And I'm the Kenny fan.
But no, to your point, I mean, everybody can see what's happening. Everyone watching right now can see what's happening. No one out there is saying, maybe someone out there wants to disagree with us, but it's blatantly obvious. We will not, wrestle FTR. We will not wrestle other good teams. I
will not fight Dax Semi.
I will not fight.
I will not fight them in a van. I will not fight them here, there, or anywhere.
Oh, fucking hell.
But by the way, since we just got back from Picture in Picture, I will say some shout outs to the fans of Victor. Does anybody think that the 4-team and the 4-way tag team title world match will be FTR?
Highly possible. I hate to say it. It's partly possible. But like you said, did he? I mean, maybe he did that on purpose to make people think, oh, shit, he's got a WWE. Maybe it was just a WWE offer.
Maybe it was just an envelope. It was a Happy Valentine's Day card from Hunter.
Does Vince send
all we saw was the giant ass WWE logo, and I don't know. I haven't signed too many contracts, but I know I've signed a few, and they don't normally just have the giant logo and you just write your initials underneath the logo.
Yeah, I hear Vince gives out the best Valentines. Usually comes with somewhere between.
All of the money.
Accusations.
You can get all of the flowers, all of the teddy bears, all of the boxes of chocolates.
His Valentine's comes with a hefty old check.
Oh yes,
and a muzzle. Anyway.
Jesus.
Hi guys, Scott. What's up, Scott?
Ooh. Scott, what up? John, what up?
Damien, what's going on?
Nick, my favorite guy.
Are you excited about Starks and Garcia? Like, this whole Starks Jericho thing has been fucking horrible.
I would have if they didn't do what they've done recently with them. I thought Starks was initially going to be big drop kick from Dante, but I thought Starks was going to be the guy that worked his way, lost initially to MJF, and worked his way all the way back around to it.
Yeah, I still want that to happen, but I don't know, man. Like, again,
he got caught in the Jericho.
Well, people are calling, like, they're starting to make fun of Jericho. Like, other wrestlers are starting to point out what Jericho's doing.
And again, I ask, this man said, I would retire when people tell me that I can't go anymore.
What is it that they said?
Is this man deaf?
Right?
Can this man hear?
He is fucking blinded by the light, buddy. Dressed up like a douche for sure.
Freak out from AR Fox after he hits a 450 splash there. Sorry.
And if people are going to say, well, this is a good match, but they're young and up and coming. Why are the
I've seen it already.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are we doing?
That's what, when you talked about the best of 7 series, that's what I was kind of more talking of. Like, now who do you put them against? Do you put them against Penta and Phoenix again? We just saw that 7 times.
Right.
This is already the second time that we see them versus Top Flight and AR Fox. Do we put them against the Acclaimed? That would be different, but then they have to work heels. But they are the babyface. Really, I think the only option left would be the House of Black, and it has to be, and they have to be the one that course corrects this whole situation. They take the titles off, and we're new lineage, new timeline.
Boom shakalaka from Excalibur, by the way, it blows my mind.
From downtown,
is it the shoes?
Actually, with a swanton.
Seth Rollins is like, it's definitely the shoes.
Yeah, no, they don't have the. Oh, they're wearing Hyperdogs, actually, I believe, or pennies. That's at least Nick is.
Reach for the sky. Let's go, folks. Remember, at the top of the hour, we go directly into WWE SmackDown, and we will roll on all night long, folks. And then we're back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We got Elimination Chamber. We got Battle in the Valley. We got tons of wrestling, lots of great matches. The lineup is stacked. We might stay around for some GCW, undecided yet, but you know us.
I even forgot entirely until you just said it right there that we've also got Battle in the Valley tomorrow as well.
Yeah, shit. We're loading up.
Jesus Christ. Everything that you just said with that. Sorry, Lauren, Melinda, Hassan, Steve,
Melinda, welcome back.
Everybody's showing love to each other as well. See, that's what's great about, us being a Channel 4 fans by fans of the fans even have time please themselves.
What's up, KJ Big Nick? What is on our TV right now? This is, I mean, if you like a spot heavy trios match, this is excellent.
I'm not sure if I'm watching a Dynamite replay or if I have Rampage on right now, as I have AR Fox with a moonsault into 2 super kicks from Kenny and
I don't know.
Like I said, they could just be re-airing what they did on Dynamite. I don't know.
It just feels like you watched Moxley, MJF, Bryan. The list goes on, Nick, of people who, when they're on the TV, you take them seriously.
Sorry, your favorite finisher right now.
Oh, yeah.
One-Winged Angel.
I hate it.
And the Elite retain.
Shocker. Wait until they get a rematch next week on Dynamite.
Is anyone surprised? Did anyone out there want to admit right now that they took Top Flight
slam dunk? I love it. What's up, John? How you doing? Hassan is back. So yeah, no, I mean, listen, I know I bitch a lot about AEW lately, but I like the show. You're just doing stupid shit and you got stupid people. To me, this feels like the mid card. This feels like just playing around, right? Like it's light. So I'm okay for it, right? Like it's like, okay, now
it's their Rampage. It's WCW Thunder, just with AEW in front of it.
Escalera. Yeah, so who do they fight?
There's a sign that says, by the way, I just noticed that says Jim Cornette owns the Elite. Oh, and the lights are out, folks. The lights are out.
Oh, shit. Now, see, this is what scares me, though.
Oh, the House of Black.
And they ain't got no basketballs.
They're playing basketball.
Why are they playing basketball? It's a wrestling match. What is happening? What's up, Victor, by the way, if in case I haven't said it?
You literally you should hear the crowd right now with this, because the crowd, the biggest pop so far of the whole night was when they flashed up and it's just Malachi and Brody. No Murphy, because he was off winning a title over in Australia and everything,
Right.
I believe. But they just show up with the House of Black. That's all they do is stand there, look menacing. And then they go back to black, and the crowd still pops the whole time. So it looks like we're setting up for the House of Black versus the Elite.
Well, it could get interesting because the Elite don't like when someone's more over than they are. Bad or
Revolution. That's where I think that's going to happen.
It should happen at Revolution. It should be a fucking hell of a match, and I'm looking forward to it. That match was fun. It was entertaining. If you take it for what it's worth, the crowd loses it.
If you take it for no one in that match giving a shit. Well, maybe Dante and Top Flight and AR Fox and everybody gave a shit.
Right.
The Bucks didn't. The Elite did.
And they're fucking wasting the House of Black in such a sad, sad way. And
no, they're going to stop a mud hole in their ass. But speaking of,
my fear is the Bucks go over them, and it will be.
Oh, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby?
Dude, it's a high possibility. Come on now. It's a high possibility.
Meanwhile, see, I'm just double disgusted because you were talking about, terrible talent and everything like that. Meanwhile, I just had the Gun Club on my TV and everything, and all I could think of the whole time is "'Cause I want it that way." They very much just Backstreet Boys vibes.
That's what you're getting. Okay,
just douchebag Backstreet Boys. They're Wish.com Paul Brothers.
Wow. Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's going low. Listen, I don't know why they have the belts. I don't get it. Band Boy is a good way to go, but to me it doesn't make sense. And a lot of people tried to judge. Well, you're just mad because you didn't see it coming, and you don't know. They fucking suck. The whole arena went quiet. So
you get the big babyface win at Revolution.
So you just wasted everyone's fucking time instead of coming up with a good angle.
I think there is the still potential and everything like that maybe FTR does show up, what have you. That's what they've, they even said ass boys out or something like that on a tweet and everything. So I think they are trying to still take a dig at Dax and Cash. So maybe we get that. Either way, Tony has to book it to where there's a big babyface win at Revolution. If it somehow makes the tag team match more compelling. If this was the other way around and the Acclaimed had the title, and they were going in as champions in that match, does it feel the same?
I think just keep them as champions and give them a good angle, give them a good story. Don't fuck around. Don't, if you had Billy turn on them and everyone's losing their mind as the ass boys are leaving the arena, yeah, absolutely. Fuck it. Boo. I like it.
Oh, 100%. They missed the boat on that. I'll give you that.
So then when you go to Revolution, the Max and Caster get their revenge. Perfect. Storytelling. Great job. Doing it like this now, if Billy turns at Revolution, well, you fucked up. That's a bad storytelling.
You missed the boat.
Yeah.
I was going to say, listen, I'm not trying to say it was exactly good. I'm just trying to explain
it. Fair enough. I think I missed.
Does anybody think Dustin Rhodes will beat Swerve tonight? I don't know. Does the old gunslinger have any shells left in his revolver?
I don't see it. And we're going to have to put up with Wish.com, Brock Lesnar, and blown up Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald, yeah. Swerve doesn't get a Shattered Dreams tonight?
He might get one. I still think he wins. What's up, Melinda? What's up, Matt? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Big shout out. Alexander's back in the house as well.
Yeah, I think he was the one that was earlier asked me to do the what.
Oh, Mick in the
I'll do that while we're in commercial there.
Swerve, my boy, but Rhodes needs to put him in his place. I mean, could Dustin surprise Swerve?
Could someone else surprise Swerve?
Keith Lee?
Don't you forget about Keith. Don't. Don't you forget about Key.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the story that still needs to happen.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, right? We've never really, we just had that fucking cinder block made out of dust blow up on his chest. And we haven't seen
very
things,
true,
right?
very true, very true. It has been an absolute hot minute.
Right, it's been a minute, absolutely. I mean, it's been a month, about. Am I wrong, folks?
About as now I've got your favorite AEW competitor, Mark Henry, on this. Oh, it looks like they're just literally at like the lounge here at their hotel.
I want Mark Henry to get a match, man.
I mean, Captain Insano got one. Why can't Sexual Chocolate? Pause.
Right. I want a match. Get this guy in the ring. I like Mark Henry.
So we're getting Wheeler Useless squaring up to Pockets right now. Are we gonna get an All Atlantic Championship versus Ring of Honor Pure Championship match?
Interesting. Maybe.
Someone needs to tell you to trim his fucking mustache, though. Seriously. Out here looking like a fucking Shaolin warrior with that shit.
Right. I'm in no position to tell anybody to trim anything. So.
Whoa. Accusation.
Pause.
Yeah, that's what it should have been said.
Also,
looks like we're setting up Yuta versus OC for the All Atlantic. So are we going to get double champ Yuta?
Maybe. But not likely.
Clay.
Like, literally, Orange Cassidy is the face of Rampage.
Yeah, it's his show.
It really is.
Clay's saying, "What is up, guys? I'll see y'all Saturday for Elimination Chamber." What? No, we got SmackDown coming up. We got the Go Home show in Montreal. We got the teaser. We got the pre-show that you need show.
Ole, 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 ole.
Right. Oh, how long till that happens?
10 seconds. 10 fucking seconds. I think no matter
you can hear it during the intro of they're trying to play their actual intro and you just bleeds into it.
Yeah.
Well, we got Garcia coming out to the ring right now.
Let's go Starks, fight Ricky, fight Ricky Starks for the win. My man, Ricky. I like Ricky. There's a guy that to me is just underutilized.
Ricky Starks to me in this situation has very much come off like of another famous Ricky from a movie called Boys in the Hood. Oh, Ricky! And this man got blown the fuck up by dealing with Chris Jericho. Man, everything cold off him.
At first, I was like, he's going to bring up Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
No!
Ricky!
Exactly. That's what I feel every time I see him involved with the Jericho Appreciation Society, with Chris Jericho. The fact that Chris Jericho's been on fucking commentary. Like, is Chris Jericho the Nick Khan of AEW?
Why would you say that comparable?
Because he's just involved in fucking everything.
Everything. And listen, man, if you're going to do an angle where you sit at ringside in a mask like an asshole, at least land the elbow. Like, come on now.
The man was proud that he sat there the whole time. Like, fuck off, Chris. All you had to do was sit. You had to watch your shitty product. You're like, I'm even amazed I sat there and watched it for the whole time.
Right? So you put Ricky in a gauntlet match and then you cheat him out of it. Now he fights Garcia. Like, I mean, you kind of generally my thought would be the babyface would find a way to muck that out to only build towards now the bad guy has no excuses. But apparently not.
Let us not forget, which, by the way, folks, give us your predictions. I know plenty of you already had, and we'll get to that. And if we did miss any of your comments or anything like that, or anything you really want to get across, we do have the super chat, the super stickers, all of that fun stuff. But let's also not forget that there was actually a good push behind Daniel Garcia at one point in time, and he wasn't just Jericho's henchman. I know that that's been forgotten now already so fast.
He was main event. What, he main event 3 weeks in a row or 3 out of 4?
He had the whole feud going with Danielson. Yeah. And then it just was like, I turn.
Yeah, remember when Garcia and fucking 2.0 were just trying to pick fights with everybody?
Right.
They came out of nowhere.
But so who you got right now is I've got Starks going with
it's got to be Starks.
Come on. There's the thriller.
there is no way. Like if Starks loses tonight, just let him go. Don't you go.
Just and see yourself out, sir.
Just let him leave. Fuck it. Let him go elsewhere because you're killing him. Right? You're giving him the small treatment and just killing it.
There's a whole morgue, I feel, that's sitting there and catering right now that literally can attest to, well, we were supposed to get pushed. I think, look at Eddie Kingston. Christ.
I hope Eddie Kingston and Jay White fucking tear the roof down. I really hope they do. Because I want Eddie at the end of the night to throw his fucking arms up and saying, fuck you guys. Who anyone says I can't do this.
That to me is my match of the night, and especially because you can use the story that Eddie may lose and never be able to fight in Japan ever again, really.
Right.
Versus Jay White, who this is his last cling of hope at being able to wrestle with New Japan or anything. I think that's going to be match of the night. I respect to Mercedes and Kyrie. That to me will be match of the night.
I actually, look, full disclosure, I don't have a whole lot of high hopes for Sasha and Kyrie. I'm not lying. I'm nervous, man. They got some proving to me to do. But yeah, listen, Eddie and Jay, I think is going to be a phenomenal match. They're up against some fucking bangers. Like that card is nice.
Absolutely. Which, by the way, to answer your question, Steve, as we're talking about this and everything, absolutely, we're going to be doing that. We're the show that does too much. I was almost twisting this man's arm about doing the Daytona 500 and everything. He's joked about being on here covering Antique Roadshow, in which, by the way, our special guest Luna on Thursdays and everything was all about it. So you might see. Stay tuned. Ring that bell notification.
Stay tuned for Nick and Luna on Sunday.
Antique Roadshow.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, and yeah, no, just a big shout out to Luna as well. Thank you for being here on Thursdays. Guys, I hope you like Luna. She is going to continue to be here on Thursdays and bring you the inside look into Impact.
Right. New talent sign. What? Videos here. What? Runs here. What? Stays here. What? Victor, run DMG. Nice. Why? I don't know.
I have no idea.
But yes, right now I have picture in picture. So does that mean I have to go with Garcia?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll be the fucking contrarian.
You don't have to.
I'll go with. He's almost wearing Dusty's polka dots, I feel like, or something like that, with all the square gold. But yeah, right. I guess I'll go with Daniel Garcia. I mean, I'm a Buffalo fan. I'll go with the Buffalo guy there. We'll make it make sense.
Yeah, and listen, I get that you're just picking out but he honestly, he can't win this match. He cannot win this fucking match. Poor Ricky Starks.
Right, like I said,
Ricky, like how? Yeah, and he's just constantly, like, it's just fucking replay of him just getting fucking taken out again and again.
But this man, it's so crazy to me that this man initially, like, it was such a slept-on talent, because even there, like, as they're in picture-in-picture, you can even see it, and he's stumbling, he's selling legs, he's still hitting chops ever just as much as he can. He's still picture-in-picture halftime, they're just sitting there in a fucking headlock, even though it's still not a commercial. You can still see what they're doing. They're just sitting there in a headlock or wrestling. This man's still selling his ass off. Still, I know no one's watching this, but I'm still going to give it my goddamn all because there's still people here.
Right. Well, and I mean, that's the way it should be. And I like Ricky. Ricky's one of those guys, I think, that when, like you said, when he walks through the curtain, he's on. Everything matters. The way he moves, the motion, he's in. And it's just unfortunate. The minute everyone's like, Ricky, Jericho was like, hey, Tony. He's like the kid from Toy Story. Jericho. He's like the kid from Toy Story. You know, the fucking Sid. He's Sid, where he just takes fucking toys and destroys them.
I said that as a joke. I didn't think you actually fucking meant that. I thought you
I fucking mean it. He's the fucking, like, all the wrestlers are the toys running around the fucking room like, no! And he's just ripping their arms off and beating.
So like Eddie Kingston's gonna come out like the giant spider, like fucking Wild Wild West shit and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll make him better.
The Heart's there, just the bunny's there, just with her fucking hair singed and just one eye all fucked up like the little Barbie doll.
Right, exactly. Like, he is Sid. He is the Sid of wrestling, where he legitimately is just cannibalizing these.
No, he's a bit more like Sid the Sloth when it comes into the ring, and everything like that. But big clothesline from Garcia.
Like, what is he doing for the guys around him in JAS? What kind of shine do they have right now?
How fast has Action Andretti's star fallen?
Where is he?
He was Timo. Right.
No, Action
should be. He doesn't even have his buddy.
Oh,
nice ass German. But
yeah,
I mean, I've been there before. If you're doing that, if you're legit hurt, I'm gonna just beat the hell out of this. I'm gonna start hitting it so it hurts even less.
Right.
Numb the pain.
Get that blood. Get that blood there quick. What's up, videos?
Oh,
let's go, Roman. Yeah, man. I mean, let's go, Roman. It'll be interesting.
As the Canadian.
I listen.
Clip that. Someone clip that and just send that to Zane right there.
Right.
Just send it, and then you're just your ID or whatever it is in Canada just instantly gets revoked. Your citizenship.
Right. We're back from picture in picture now. But yes, we got Starks, we got Garcia. And you know what? It's a good match.
Absolutely. So far, I'd say match of the night, to be honest. And on Wednesday as well, we're going to have Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta for the All-Atlantic Championship.
Right.
2 count from Garcia. Ricky Starks will be the heavyweight champion before 2023 is over. I don't know about that. I think MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, might have a little bit to say about that. I think he might hold that title all the way until around when his contract's about to come up. Just for the sake of storyline, just for the sake of intrigue.
What's going on, Alexander?
Spoiler alert, I guess, with my prediction when it comes to Revolution. But I think if anyone's been here for a hot minute I think I'm going to end up being speaking of Action Andretti, but I'm going to be an MJF fan. Andretti taking out Sammy Guevara.
Action of the Opera is in the house.
The Abercrombie models are fighting.
The Abercrombie models are fighting. They're
elite male models are fighting right now.
Come on.
Why does Sammy have so many tears in his jeans already?
Now you're
God. I sound like old man.
Old man. Right now. Get off lawn.
Right.
Roll up.
But
Sammy is itch.
Who's your what?
Sammy is an itch.
A 6-year itch. He's a shooting star press.
Was that missing a letter, or are you just saying like he's irritating?
Maybe. Rochambeau.
1, 2,
3.
Oh, thank fuck. Excuse my language, YouTube, but yeah, no, thank God. Ricky needed that win, man. It's so bad.
Nathan, yes, we are excited for SmackDown. Absolutely. It's finally fitting that AEW Rampage learned its spot in life and everything to be the pre-show before SmackDown versus trying to follow it up afterwards. Right. You need to be the opening act. Don't be the closer.
Sorry, Sammy grabbed the microphone, completely distracted me.
You need to talk to Tony. I want to match with that son of a bitch.
And we know when you talk to Tony, you get what you want.
If you're Chris Jericho, you do. And
all right, big shout out.
It just irks me so much of just Chris Jericho. He's sit there with a leopard tuxedo shirt or a suit jacket on, sitting there applauding Sammy of, you did a thing.
I don't know. I think listen, the group of like Danny and Sammy and shit, like running around as like young upstart pain in the asses, kind of, Cody, Randy Orton, DiBiase, I mean, I could go with that. Jericho's the problem.
Fight for the TNT title. Don't have Jericho involved.
Jericho's the problem.
That's the thing is initially, like, at the core of that, you have a great premise.
Yeah.
The problem is the execution.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I think, again, like it's a group of young hotshots that kind of run amok and they, dirty wins and they're a pain in the ass. It's not good. 1 second, Nick. That's my brother. So what's up, Matt? That's my brother.
Hey.
Stark's Nightmare Club. Yeah, he's in a nightmare right now. So you start the Nightmare Club?
Well,
get some friends around him?
Maybe. I mean, we're about to get Evil Uno versus John Moxley next week on Dynamite as well.
Right.
As I have the star of WWAW Thunder Rampage, Jade Cargill, coming out right now.
She's 50. She climbing. She ain't stopping at 50. I said 100.
Jade Berg. If people start saying that, you know where it started first.
You start that shit. That is bang on. But listen, man, she ain't stopping. Who's gonna beat her? You need a legitimate competitor. You're gonna give the belt to Red Velvet or
Statlander's the only one.
Well, and I mean, poor Statlander's had a series of just unfortunate luck.
Right, she's got the Tegan Knox knees.
Friday, March 31st, Ring of Honor.
But she's right now facing already in the ring. I don't even think they gave her name.
Another Blue.
I'm Blue.
Bluegrass. Bluegrass. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many. I don't know what it is.
Hassan saying, I voted Blue Girl Vixen in AEW.
I don't know what
Fair enough.
It's provocative.
It's provocative. No one knows what it means, but it gets the people going. J2 belts. Wait, Aussie Open is in AEW for real? No, they just had a few matches. They're still New Japan.
That hasn't been, no. I mean, if they were, that's excellent for Aussie Open. I mean, the AEW tag division needs some love.
Vert Vixen.
Is that really her name?
That's according to Victor.
She should wear green.
You should trust a man about V's and names when he has a V in his name.
Right? Victor says V. No, we're good.
Wow. Jade got the double V's there with the W. Right there, picking up the
51. Win. Didn't even break a sweat, Nick.
No. Not 53 and
53. Now we're doing some Goldberg shit.
Exactly. See, I knew it was going to happen. We're going to start adding on house shows. We're going to start on adding on not televised, some dark matches.
Fact checkers out there.
I know we have the vitamins, but I mean, shit. Did we miss 2 matches?
Did she wrestle on Dark and Elevation? Because I feel like we got to 53 quick.
Have we been on so many shows that we literally just jumped from 50 to we're like, oh shit. We missed a few.
Well, I know they've been giving her dark shows to kind of speed up the process.
Sounds like Goldberg with house shows. All of a sudden, he'd start on one night, so it'd be 110, come back and be 157.
Watch when AEW starts doing house shows.
That's actually a fucking thing. Fact. Right. I forgot about that.
172 and but she's going to go 100. She's going triple digits. Now, if we were playing Prices Right, I would be closer to the right answer than you because you're eliminated. If you went under, you're done.
When the fuck did this happen?
I don't know. I picked on everyone else and said 50. I lumped you in.
Really just this man's of like, I don't care. I'm just taking shots at everybody. Everybody can get it.
Jade's going to 100.
Does she break Goldberg's streak?
I think so. I think so.
What was Goldberg's streak? 170 something. Fuck.
Was it
strap on and strap in, folks.
I'm telling you. Tony would be here for a sitting there. And again, I could see it being like a Jericho thing and being like, Tony, wouldn't it be fucking awesome if Jade took the Goldberg record and then this way?
I don't think she's the one that would politic or anything like that back there.
No, I don't think she would. I think that
I think this is all she just does what she's told. I think honestly, she likes where she's at.
Yeah.
She's happy where she's at. She's growing very much as a professional wrestler. She's establishing herself as a star. I don't think she's at all one of those people that's like, hey, Tony, lend me your ear.
Right. No. And that's where I would think somebody else would kind of have the feeling. And Tony, being a little bit of the nostalgia guy, would be like, wouldn't it be cool if one of our wrestlers had the longest streak ever?
And she like jackhammers Hulk Hogan in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm down.
And just give away a title match.
She should beat Goldberg.
Well, Victor, thank you, stat checker.
What did he put up?
171.
Okay.
So we got a ways to go.
Yeah, we got a little chunk of change on this
173, but either way,
it's yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never thought she would actually go like 170 because they can't expedite it the way they did with Goldberg. But I am very convinced that they're going to give her 100, especially with no real competitors. Does Mother know?
That popped me because does Mother know us now wears her drapes?
Yeah.
Does Mother know that was trying to break Goldberg's streak? Fair enough, A-Town. That's
a good one, A-Town.
And that's hard. Pause. Where was it? JV saying, I want to just touch on this last one here while we're in commercial. If he talks about Roman wins over Sammy, KO betrays Sammy.
I thought about this. Sorry, go.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Listen, and maybe I got excited because we're talking about the Canadian boys again, but
it's time for the main event. So
it's time. My shit just said, please hit play again. You son of a bitch.
Fair enough. So we've got.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just saying we got Dustin and Swerve coming up.
We're in a Canadian standoff. No, you.
Too polite. We're in a polite off.
Right? No, I thought about this a lot. If that's the move, if KO slides in the ring and out of nowhere clips Sammy and blames Sammy for the shit he went through, the crowd will come unglued. Like, I think that would be just about the biggest heat spot we can get.
I can do you one better because it's the rumor I've heard.
Oh, I like
by the way, Swerve is talking about Dustin willing to die for respect, which
that's a bit much.
Dustin looking, he's got like the Sting Wolfpack face paint going on, and it's throwing me off a little bit. But I've heard the rumor that your very polite country would be allowing the Usos into it. And that Jey Uso is the one that shows up and screws Sammy to where Roman wins. And that's the thing, is because everything's been laying the groundwork that the Usos, everybody kind of knows that the Usos, it might be a little difficult for them to cross the border, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the, go ahead.
They're like, Border Patrol, listen. This highly benefits one of your own. You can keep these boys out,
right?
But it's for Sammy. All right, come on in. For Sammy. Wait. Yeah, he definitely has that Wolfpack paint going on.
Yeah. But I liked JV asking, where was it? JV was asking, God damn it. Oh, where's Post Malone? Well, if you tune in to NXT with me and Cliff and everything, you get Nost Malone. So
Nost Malone, one of my favorite nicknames.
But still, I think that's what could happen, is that you have Jay show up, he slides in, super kicks Sammy into a spear, Superman punch, what have you, the guillotine. And I feel like at that point, because they're almost trying to, they're way out of doing a triple threat, is having KO and Sammy go after the tag belts, go after the Usos. You instantly get Jay over as one of the biggest heels in the company if he does that.
Yeah, I think it, I mean...
And not Lesnar just gets huffed aside there real quick.
Not Lesnar. Yeah, he should get tossed aside. He is off-putting. He makes me uncomfortable. Like, maybe take offense. I don't give a shit. Just his mannerisms, the look on his face, like he's unsettling and not in a good way.
He's like if Biff tried to play Brock Lesnar. But so folks, we've got Dustin Rhodes versus Swerve Scott right now, Swerve Strickland. So give us your predictions. I know we've said that and probably ignored half of them throughout the night, just talking and rambling, but it's an early Rampage. So
right. JV, did you ask this because Blown Up Tom McDonald's missing?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I just put 2 and 2 together. That's all right. JV made a joke on Wednesday, and it was a couple hours after the stream. I was in bed, and I got the joke. I was like, oh, fuck. Swear to God, I was so mad. He made a joke about someone
sleeper cell instead of a pipe bomb there.
Someone turned the sap on, and I like read it out loud. I was like, I don't know what you mean, whatever. And then later that night, it was like, ding, good one, Jamie.
All right. Listen, I have Sammy versus KO on my WrestleMania card. Well, that doesn't mean you get bingo, sir.
That's true.
We're getting the old school Rhodes punches.
Oh, back scratches, an underutilized move nowadays. The old good old back scratch.
No, because then that's when you get not Lesnar that sits there and sells him like like he's getting vibrating.
I don't get it. I don't understand. He is fucking.
He's riding off of the fact that people compared him initially out the gate to Brock. That's really what it is.
Fucking muffin top Lesnar.
This is a grown man wearing a varsity jacket.
He looks like Brock Lesnar and fucking Paul Bearer had a kid.
No, he looks like Brock Lesnar and Dijak had a kid.
Why Dijak?
I don't know. Because I'm here to take your heat. I'm here to do the job. Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes by DQ. Yeah, folks, if you don't know the outcome of this, we do not read the spoilers. So yeah, let us know. I think it's going to be Swerve. I like Dustin, but it's going to be Swerve.
Yes, JV, and so does everybody. Trust me, if we're going to sit there and play card for card, this doesn't need to be a card measuring contest here.
1-800-TONY Khan.
I love you and respect you all the same.
Reports are saying Kevin Owens will be on SmackDown tonight. He's been MIA.
Now, the real question will be, will Sammy's long lost brother, the Habs mascot, be in attendance as well? Because if you put those two side by side, you would have sworn that mascot was made for Sami Zayn.
Absolutely, man. Sorry. Shoosh, Matt. Oh, all right. Sammy and KO are about moving forward with the storyline, not falling back into another KO versus Sammy match. It's been done. It would be lazy and boring.
That's why you save it for the next WrestleMania. You build to it. You can still do it. You give them their moment, their moment in the sun.
That is long term as shit. Could we do it at SummerSlam or Survivor Series?
No. Sometimes things have to be long term. Listen,
not
here,
even
Bruce. Listen here, Tony Khan, Dixie Carter. Sometimes good storytelling takes a hot fucking minute to get there.
I just feel like we've been in this for a hot minute, so I think
Bray Wyatt. You got plenty of people that you can come after with long-term storytelling that needs to be wrapped up a lot quicker before you come after the bloodline on anything.
Listen, if I was going to call it, Nick, come Saturday, I think it's going to be Jey Uso with a super kick at the side of the ring, Clue style, if we want to guess. Yeah, I mean, that is most likely what is going to go down for me.
Fair enough. Oh, no, I was about to say, speaking of long-term storytelling, we've got Gollum here of Smeagol from fucking Lord of the Rings. So talking about long-term storytelling, let that shit play out, just like the Lord of the Rings there. See, like that segue? Like that turnaround?
Right, I like it. Let's go.
And we got a hello from England. Christ, what time is it for you there, sir? Are you making breakfast right now while you're watching?
Right. It's like, what, 2 a.m? Gotta be 5 hours ahead. No,
if you're a night owl,
6 hours ahead.
Respect. We're here for you. If you
welcome. We'll keep you company at night.
All right.
Pause.
If I didn't read a poem to Lesnar, Parker would come out and then punted him and said, "It's not my fault."
Oh shit! Listen, that's a tough spot. I don't get it. I don't get this faction with Swerve. I think they could have found something else.
I don't get it either.
Like, again, where we talk about, we don't have enough minutes for all the talent we have. Just stop giving us the bad talent a lot.
Better faction, Mogul, whatever the hell their name is, or Hit Row.
Oh, shit. I think this is funny. I think Mogul wins just because Swerve's better than everybody.
Swerve's the top card on everything.
Like, fuck, they both suck, but... Hit Row doesn't have Swerve.
Fair enough.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul, set in stone.
I like this one because I've halfway talked about this, but I thought it more towards Mania of we get Cody versus Roman, and then we get Cody's a Paul Heyman guy.
Right.
Now we about to be Resident Evil, so
yes, it's coming.
Right. See,
10 minutes.
Yeah. In Germany, Elimination Chamber is called No Escape. What the fuck? That's wrong.
Wait, is that real? That can't be true.
Are you shitting me?
That can't be true.
This man just said English back at you and said it was German. I know you're Canadian, but fuck.
Come on now. Dakota says Mick Juggernuggets. Can we call that? Is that what we can call Brock Lesnar's dude?
Is that no? Well, maybe I was about to say is that what they call a 40-piece chicken nugget in Germany. I guess if we're gonna, you know what they call a cheeseburger in France, a Royale with cheese.
Right?
Are we going full Pulp Fiction here? We're already getting into the Hollywood spinoffs.
Royale with cheese.
Dustin's busted.
They do. I noticed they've been doing color in picture lately.
Really? Well, that all stems from when Moxley was there right on the fucking cam, focused on him, and you could see him pull the blade out and fucking gig himself and everything.
Right.
But, yeah, so Dustin, I thought it was the face paint until I saw Swerve's shoulder. But so Dustin's
gushing.
Collared. And just, I want Dustin to get another WWE run. Give him a fucking IC title run. Let him have it, and he fucking drops.
I just want him to have. I want him to have one more match with Cody, like on a bigger stage, and maybe Cody's the champion when it happens.
Make that a fucking. If we weren't already having Cody at the title picture, have that be a Mania match.
Yeah, like something like that. I would be all for it. Cody retires his big brother.
That's where he really needs to retire, and that's not a. I get it, but still, it's a Rhodes family. And I don't know if anybody does the fucking spinning sideplex there, side slam there, between Dustin or Randy Orton. They both do that phenomenally.
Right. Dustin no-sold the head kick. I like it.
And it's a fucking Canadian destroyer for a 2 count.
Does anyone see Bray Wyatt showing up at Elimination Chamber? It's interesting that he's like as hot as Bray was. How is he not on this show? The mighty have fallen.
Pyrotechnics don't travel to Canada, I guess. The spooky don't travel. Uncle Howdy can't make it across the border.
We have a no Mountain Dew policy.
That's
not true.
You can fucking say that, and I believe you, honestly.
Yeah, see, you just trust people
because you're fucking bizarro world up there.
Our Mountain Dew is different than yours, though.
You just have Diet Mountain Dew, and then you have like Diet Mountain Dew.
Well, you kind of like your shit is allowed to be more sugary than our shit.
We're like crack,
like Fago.
Oh Lord. Well, speaking of being down with the Oscar versus Liv later tonight, so
right. I hope Swerve doesn't do to Dustin what he did to Keith. Well, he's putting a beating on Dustin right now. Honestly, everyone is fantasy booking based on the history of Vince. I think there's going to be a big swerve. I think the original plan changed based on the ratings. I think you agree with Matt on the fact that you think it's going to turn into a triple threat.
Well, Cody's open to it as we get a 2 count, but also there's been the whole thing that I saw a report earlier today, or it was some article I was reading that was saying under Vince that, we could see something at Elimination Chamber, much like we did with Kofi and all of that. Vince was always one of those guys of he would have the good moment and then he'd peel it back because they don't actually move the needle. Under Hunter, and especially with Sammy that they've seen so far, they actually have seen him as a quote unquote needle mover.
Absolutely. Dude, for sure.
Right. So there's nothing saying. I mean, we've seen it recently. We saw it at, what was it, 37? Mania 37, where we had Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I misremembering?
Yeah, you're right.
But we had that. I've been comparing it to Batista, Randy Orton, and when Daniel Bryan got involved. So I think 100% we could end up having a triple threat there. They tried to give Cody the "I'm your buddy" treatment, and everything of. That's why we had the whole promo segment about you need to finish your story, and I fully believe that you could, beat Roman. So we get it. We're buddies now. So if Sammy fails, Cody's good. But
what about this one? And I've heard this come up several times in several different places. This is the big swerve. The wise man.
You heard it here first.
What?
I said you heard it here first.
Right? So the wise man, always been very good at hitching his wagon to the fastest moving engine. And if Cody's the next guy,
Crossroads from Dustin.
It's not impossible, is it?
Not exactly. Well, and another crossroads for 1, 2, and not Lesnar pulls Dustin out. This man sounds like everything is the most dramatic thing he's ever done.
Right. I like Swerve a lot, though, man. And this is a good match. Again, could we do it without all the gushing blood? Am I just being picky or old manny?
That's the thing is if Moxley didn't do it every fucking week, it would feel like a bigger deal. But to your point with Cody and Heyman,
did he take the real? Sorry, Nick. I just got a real good look at Dustin's face. It looks like he got popped by accident because it looks like his fucking eye is just not happy.
Well, that could also be the black face paint.
Oh, that's a valid point. I forgot. He just
but as right now, I've got Swerve trying to gouge into
what is happening?
Dustin with the piece.
Fuck off.
And again, this man, he acts like he's doing everything as Brock Lesnar. Like, you realize you're mini Lesnar, right? Like, he sits there and he throws it at you. Oh, like he's fucking 6'8", 700 pounds. It's like, no, dude, you're like my size.
It's so ridiculous, dude. I can't help. It kills me, Nick. It fucking kills me. He's bad. What was that choke?
Well, no, to me, the whole thing is he's throwing a security guard and bro, like, dude, you're not fucking King Kong. Oh, we've got the cinder block again. So is that their calling
That's
card?
your stick. So bye-bye, Dusty, for a while.
Nah.
Oh, he's hitting him with a chain. Bray will be in a dark match. Is that a pun? That's pretty funny. I like that one. Michigan Wolverines basketball, go blue. Michigan basketball tomorrow. Dakota, all about the basketball.
Fair enough.
So
we're gonna get a stomp on. We're gonna get a stomp onto the center block, and no one in the back. One staff member is all they could send out to try and say, "Oh,
you did, Justin. That's funny." But the House of Black did show up.
Don't you forget about Keith. Don't you forget about Keith.
What is... Hi, Dakota. Apparently just came here to... Anyway, it's not impossible, especially when the story told 2 Raws ago between Heyman and Cody. Okay.
Who's got more hair right now in the head, me or Keith? This man looking like you're fucking.
You know what though? Like the
grandpa showing up to just whoop some ass.
Right? like you get Tony Schiavone. We haven't seen Keith Lee since last. Dude, he's about to show up. Shush.
Right, but Keith Lee just, granted, fucking not Lesnar can't sell for shit. So that Keith looked slow and fucking lumbering there, but he was taking it to Swerve, and I don't get. He's got the gray hair. Keith needs some fucking Rogaine.
Right?
Get Keith a 4-man sponsorship. I understand it, but goddamn.
Oh, that was listen. I'll give the production crew at AEW is picking up their game. That was a nice shot. Keith just coming up behind them.
Oh, yeah.
SmackDown time. Look, Victor's like, fuck this shit. We're out 6:10.
Right. I'm getting a tribute to Jerry Jarrett right now, by the way, because I've got SmackDown kicking off.
Okay. Folks, we're going to do a quick visual flip. Rampage is over. We got 2 hours of SmackDown coming your way. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Go home for Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. We're going to go, folks. Let's go. Do not leave. Ting, ting, ting. And that's what I call a Superman switch. Folks, it is SmackDown. We are live. 2 hours. We're highly anticipated. Everyone's excited for the pay-per-view tomorrow. And in the meantime, we get the go-home show. Once again, I am KJ White. That is Big Nick. This is the Wrasslin for Life Network. What? Nick, how we doing?
I'm doing fantastic right now. We also just did have Rampage, the All-Star, the Space Jam, I guess, edition. So give us your ratings on that if you watch that as well. But absolutely, I see even some new names popping up and everything right now. Lit match.
Take a rating out of 10, folks.
EJ, what? But absolutely, folks, we're getting the go-home show for SmackDown in Montreal. And we're guaranteed that Samuel Zayn is going to show up. The honorary Hab.
The honorary Hab. Do you see that?
I had to throw that in just because I know you're a Leafs fan.
You know what? I'm okay with all this. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not hating against it.
You let the hockey line stand, and you just have to unite as Canadians.
Yeah, there's I look past it. It's all for the love of Sammy at this point. Hab fans and Leaf fans come together, unite.
Canada, unite. Oh, Canada. I'm still saying, as we're getting a replay of last week, where it's right now, by the way, for those who missed last week, we did get that the Usos were told, quote unquote, told to stay home because you might get a different perspective on what happens.
It's interesting, right?
Interesting that, the two guys with legal histories are get told to stay home when it comes to going into a different country.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, if we do not see them at all tonight, that is a perfect slip if they did come to Canada.
I think they still could show up on Saturday, folks. We will be here for Elimination Chamber and Battle of the Valley as well.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone tuning in right now. Folks, if you don't know, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we are the alternative commentary for all the wrestling. You name it, we cover it. We don't stop. We don't miss. And, you find another channel that's on as often as we are, and I will tell you you're lying.
No, I just say congratulations, you found us. But Damien with a 6 out of 10. John with a 5. Jason already said no Usos tonight due to the rules.
The rules.
The rules.
All right.
Banger after banger versus the Viking Raiders. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, as you can probably hear all of that, Pyro.
Maybe.
Yeah. 6 out of 10 for Rampage. Oh, and the, I guess, most rating time World Heavyweight Champion Vacant is apparently now in the chat of I still can't seem to find the talent or Roman Reigns is afraid of me.
Vacant is back. Welcome back. Now the show is kicking off tonight. Now, folks, you can let us know. Are you excited for Elimination Chamber? Are you excited for tonight? Where is this going to go?
We've already got the chamber hanging ominously above the ring.
Right. Now, folks, if you wanted to drop a rating out of 10, if you watched Rampage, we are all ears on what you think of Rampage tonight. We'll quickly go over those ratings as we're going to find out how this show kicks off.
Well, we've got an advertisement for Sami Zayn comes home. Oh, and well, we've got
no pop.
Favorite Canadian there. with Natalya.
No. See? No.
Well, she looks like she raided like her dad and her uncle's closet, and it just never ended up well because she's out here with like the biker cap and the circular spectacles and everything. As of course, see, even the Canadian on the channel can't even stand Natalya coming out here. Natty's always kind of had a soft spot in my heart for me and everything. I know, pause on all of that, but I feel like she's never just gotten a fair shake of somehow. She's just always been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Who thought that was Brett? Well, that's I think part of why they even do that, honestly, Matt. That they just do it for the Brett nostalgia. But unfortunately, if you watch WWE enough recently, you kind of get dumb to the fact of it ain't Brett. But we do have Shotzi coming out in a tank right now. At least she gets to keep the tank. Oh, and apparently the tank shoots pyro somehow. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler for the win. So is that the match that we're getting right now? I missed that being announced by talking over commentary. If we're getting Shotzi and Natalya versus Shayna and Ronda, because if that's the case, I feel like that's gonna Shayna and Ronda very much for the win. Of you think that there's the rumor, speculation that they're going to be going after the tag titles when it comes to WrestleMania. Oh, and yeah, so it must be because we're getting a video package for Shayna and Ronda. All they're missing, honestly, to me, is Sonya Deville, and they'd be a much better, much more complete faction. I know we have enough factions in professional wrestling, but at the same time, they need a bit more of a mouthpiece. Of Shayna, no offense, should not be the strong mouthpiece in any group, especially with somebody like Ronda. We need somebody that doesn't have raccoon eyes and can actually talk on the microphone. MMA Twins for the win. Fair enough. Yes, the former, or what was going to be the four horsewomen until Jessamine Duke Jessamine Duke, I think she still does stuff with Up, Up, and Down now, or Up, Up, Down now, but I think she was released, and we've got Marina Shafir with You Don't Know Me. And what in the name of Street Fighter are they coming out in? They've both got very much gis on. Well, Ronda's got a gi, and Shayna's got a gi hoodie. So, I mean, if this is the way they want to present them, then do it. Honestly, fuck it. That's how if you're going to do them as a tag team, I'd be fine with this. Even Ronda's wearing a Submit t-shirt. So just make them look like the badass tag team that I show up and I just we rip limbs off of tap out or blackout. I'm fine with that. Versus, that's the thing, is it's coming off of Ronda's weird title run. But anyway, so folks, give us your predictions. I guess I'm going with the majority here. If I'm taking Ronda and Shayna for the win, I think at this point, this is where they really, especially Shayna's in the Elimination Chamber match. I think it's really under her, Raquel, and Asuka as to who's going to win. Maybe Carmella wins. I doubt it, but I think it really comes down to those three. So this is where you make them look strong as a tag team of Shayna and Ronda. And honestly, Natalya and Shotzi can take the L. No, wonder why we haven't seen Nia Jax since Rumble, because it was a one-shot deal. She wasn't actually signed to WWE. It was literally an appearance gig. That's why. And honestly, Victor, I know you might be missing your boo Natalya and everything like that. Your boo Lena Fanene, Nia Jax, but I'm all set without having my whole on screen. Pause. Asuka has that match in the bag. Very much, I agree with that, JV. That's my pick, at least for that. Spoiler alert. I have the Tanuki Warriors. I guess that means you're going with Shayna and Ronda. Natty's a great worker and came in during terrible women's wrestling, has negative 100 charisma. Yes, absolutely. if Natty was a Pokemon, she has negative 100 charisma as a stat of, well, no, she's trying to find it, but it's just with her sister and it's all awkward. And it looks like it should be behind a paywall. Unless you're Mandy Rose, I guess. But she's always been booked into like the shittiest angles though, too, of just because she's like the staple there of, well, you're a Neidhart, so you're gonna be here, right? Victor, I don't even want to acknowledge that. That's the most you're gonna get on that whole comment there. I mean, think that it saved lives, but that's the most I'm gonna acknowledge that whole fucking comment there. As I've got a drop kick from Shotzi. So again, folks, if you haven't given us your prediction, let us know you're taking. Let me know you're taking. We are the rest of the Full Life Network. We are here covering SmackDown. We were here covering Rampage earlier. We were here covering anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. Christ, we were even here for a Super Bowl stream. I was trying to twist this man's arm into doing a Daytona 500 stream. So you could just hear us saying, they're making another left turn 800 times. But we'll absolutely be here tomorrow night for Elimination Chamber and also for Battle of the Valleys. So what other channel is giving you both streams at the same time, double coverage, and covers anything and everything? Not only are we covering WWE and AEW, we're here covering NWA, GCW, XPW, NWA, Wrestling Revolver, House of Glory. Speaking of some of those promotions, what? You might be seeing some of them faces on this channel soon. What? Allegedly. You didn't hear that from me. Speaking of the devil, all right, Dad's back. I got to go now.
Right. But yes, like Nick said, we got lots of names coming your way. We love bringing the interviews to the fans. So we got more interviews lined up, some faces that you might recognize from promotions like GCW and Wrestling Revolver and House of Glory. So we're looking forward to some fun with those interviews that coming up in the next week, hopefully. And we got lots going on. We're not going to stop. We're here already for Rampage and SmackDown. We're heading into Elimination Chamber, and we're going to be doing Battle in the Valley, and we might do GCW. We don't know. And
we're the opposite of like, dude, where's my car?
Yeah, no and then.
We're just and then. We're just and then of we're here covering GCW and then XPW and then maybe some UFC and then we're here for the Super Bowl and then we're back here for Raw and then we're here for Tuesday.
Right. Well, speaking of, I'm kidding.
Wrong way.
I'm kidding. I meant to be me, folks. So we are rolling through SmackDown. Remember, we will take your rating on Rampage if you haven't got it in yet. And we will also talk about SmackDown. What do you expect to happen? We are kicking this off with a tag match. We'll see what happens. If you haven't got your prediction in for this match, let us know. Dutch is welcome to the channel. Is it me or that green hair should be darker shade? I mean, to each their own, Dutches. Support the channel. Buy the merch. Absolutely. Victor has a very solid point. If you do want to support the channel, we do have super chat, super stickers, and you can always hit this button. So yes, we got a few basic collections up there right now, folks. More coming your way to the merch store. Go check it out. Go give some love. Help the empire grow. And coming up, we will hit 1 year. We haven't even hit 1 year yet, folks. And some of you guys have been along for a crazy ride, but a fast ride. And we got more coming your way. I'm looking forward to Fred Rosser and Jacob Fatu on March 10th. House of Glory. Going to be one hell of a match. Damien, I like it. Let's go. What's up, Bobby? How you doing tonight? Natty could have played the role of crazy cat lady from The Simpsons. She eventually will. I mean, she's been there forever. And I don't want to knock her. I mean, she never found a way to get herself over. Great wrestler, just not a great superstar. W wants to call up Carmelo Hayes very, very soon. Damien, he might be the NXT champion before that happens. So it might not be as soon as some people assume. Asuka has that match in the bag. She's my pick, JV. I don't know what might happen, but I like that pick. Wonder why we haven't seen Nia Jackson's Rumble. One-time deal, buddy. That's the rumor. They brought her in. She's still on the alum page on the website, apparently. But right now, we are in a commercial, folks. Do keep that in mind. We will be back shortly with to the action. Natty is a great worker and came in during a terrible women's wrestling, but has minus 100 charisma. All right, that's kind of putting it bluntly. Yeah, no, I mean, that's Natty never got over for that reason. And then tough break on, a great wrestler. She will be a Hall of Famer. She just wasn't quite there. What do we get? I just want to double check. Damien said 6. John said 5. 6. Victor said 6. Yeah, I think I'll go 5. I think 5's fair. I didn't love it, didn't hate it, but didn't quite fail. A couple good matches in there. I didn't like the ending. The Dusty Swerve match was really good. Thomas, what is up? How you doing? How you doing tonight? We are back from the commercial break. Shayna Baszler is in control of Shotzi right now. I reckon I could knock Haku out at one punch. It better be a good punch. Barty, you better land it. And always hope. Because if you don't knock him out with that one, run. IC title match, Gunther versus Madcap Moss tonight. Yes, a surprise twist, if you will. Madcap picks up the W last week, getting him an IC title shot.
Boom, and I guess it's a good thing I was paying attention that KJ might have been having some technical difficulties there. But as I can hear myself on my even phone right now, as I've got Natalia with a German suplex right now. Yeah, KJ turned into Cena there. Yeah, I think someone needs to check on KJ there. I know, obviously SmackDown's in Canada tonight and everything like that, but it looks like maybe he might have gotten abducted there for a minute. But right now I've got Shayna Baszler going for the Karafuda clutch there. Bobby, what up? Yes, absolutely. Here I come to save the day. It was the Russians at some local balloon oh God, let's not get into balloon talk here. Next we're going to be talking about trains going off and everything. But absolutely right now, I've got Natalia stepping through for the sharpshooter on Ronda Rousey. Is Natty going to tap out Ronda right now? Is that what's really going to happen? Ronda's clawing at the ropes right now, trying to get there. It was IT. It was probably Spectrum, if we're being honest here, of, talking about cable providers. Sing along, Microman. He's not a man, he's a Microman. Pause. What the fuck, K-Town, are you on about? Fair enough, but right now it's Natty and Shotzi in control, and this is I'm surprised that this is getting a good bit of time right now, and I guess maybe if you're going to get Shotzi with the distraction and then Ronda with the nice little takedown right into an armbar. So, I mean, right as I say this was getting some time, and maybe they're just dragging this out a little bit too much. We have Shotzi tap it out to an armbar. Honestly, like I said, that to me doesn't seem like a bad tag team move if you have them just look at like the tapper snap combo of literally how do you beat Ronda's armbar. Okay, well, you prepared for that, so then now you got to deal with the Karafuda clutch, the Kata Hajime, all of the names that KJ can't pronounce. So absolutely, I think that they would work if you're going to legitimize the tag team division. Granted, I feel like Groundhog's Day, every time I've said that, has never held weight. But so Ronda and Shayna pick up the win with Shotzi tapping out to the armbar. Ronda chanting USA after the match. Oh my God. You got that right. Thank you, Duchess. I hope so. I try to have most things right, and if I don't, I mean, I just convince myself I'm right. Shotzi taps out to Ronda. Yes, she did. Raquel and Shotzi versus Liv and Knox versus Kai and Sky versus Ronda and Shayna at Mania. Oh, JV, that's a lot of names. You might be right with that. But up next, we're getting Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn Part 1. So we're getting, we had Uncle Howdy cutaway there, but real quick. So we're getting video packages of building up to Roman versus Sami. And I get we're in Montreal, but does this not seem like the pre-show to I get it's the night before, and I get it. This is a go home and it's a little bit, but this feels like the pre-show doesn't even do this shit. Or if they did, they probably if they don't, they probably should. But we're getting it looks like a video package coming up next of the history of Sami and Roman in the bloodline. But absolutely, folks, tomorrow night we'll be here live for Elimination Chamber and also Battle in the Valley as well. 2 shows, 2 hosts, 1 stream. What? That's how you know it's going to be a 5-star night, folks. Do the math. But I'm in commercial break right now. Fred Rosser versus Kenta just got added to Battle in the Valley tomorrow. Fair enough. I think very much that Kingston Jay White is the match that steals the show when it comes to that whole card. Honestly, I know KJ was a little bit more of he didn't have faith in Kairi Sane or Frankie or Mercedes Moné. I keep wanting to call her Frankie. I think they still have a great match. To me, Eddie Kingston, Jay White steal the show. Women tag belts will be dropped before Mania. To who, Matt? To who? Mania will be Trish, Lita, Becky versus Control Delete. No, that was supposed to happen at the last show. That's supposed to happen at Elimination Chamber, I believe. So unless we get that added tonight, because to me it feels like that whole Senate was really just they ended up doing what was supposed to happen on Raw and that didn't. You have 2 nights and you got to try to get everyone on the card. Fair enough. I will give you that. I still have to at times try and outside of the main event, remember to book it wise of that, it is 2 nights. It is still pretty much a double premium live event. It's a weekend show versus just a 1-night show. See Money already saying SmackDown gets a 10 out of 10 tonight if Seth Rollins wears those boots that have already sold out, those Mario boots, those what were they, Diplo or something like that? They looked like fucking Lego boots or something ridiculous, if you ask me. But But the fact that they've already sold out, granted, if I was just wearing them fuckers around the house, those look like the most comfortable slippers. Like, you can whack me in the shins all you want, whatever. Step on my foot, I'm good. But I'm not wearing those in public. Those are worse to wear in public than I feel Crocs. Astro Boy. Yeah, true. There are rumors that Bayley, who's one-on-one with Lita at Mania, maybe. WWE canceled Trish return on Raw. Well, why would they cancel it if they already had it? I feel like they may have just, never had it to begin with. What? They'll drag out the 3 versus 3 till Mania. But then you have half of that 3. You literally almost half of that match are full-timers. And so then what do you do with the tag belts? So then you drop them before then as well to an already weak division. But the honorary race official will be Charlotte Flair. So maybe we do have to cover the Daytona 500. We'll see, folks. But absolutely, I know for a fact we'll be here tomorrow night for Elimination Chamber. What? And Battle in the Valley. What? So absolutely, folks, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We are here covering anything and everything. Like I said, I've already been, halfway petitioning of, Daytona 500. Christ, we had even talks about doing, what was it? Antique Roadshow. But now we're getting a video package of the bloodline of how Sammy came into the bloodline's life. Of he was this stray conspiracy theory puppy dog they found on the roster. And it's still funny to me that how much of, as they're replaying even the Knoxville match, but how much Jey Uso was the one that always hated Sammy, and now is the one that may be the hairpin in this whole storyline. Samus reminded Roman back then of how he could be an ally. And it's so interesting of, as much as I will say this, and I know JV, I see your comment, I just pulled up and everything. As much as people poo-poo the Roman storyline, or maybe Roman's held it too long and everything like that, or what is really Roman done, or blah, blah, whatever sort of negative criticism you want to have when it comes to Roman at this point, the man's held the title and made it feel like an actual world title again. When has the WWE title felt more important than it does now, outside of when you had Rock and Austin and Taker and all that? And this man has had the most dominant, most impressive reign, and he's managed to get guys over as well. I understand they're in the bloodline and what have you, but I still think Jay's gotten a big rub because of being involved with Roman. The whole bloodline has. Christ, Sammy's very clearly. KO has. Honestly, and I respect to everyone involved and everyone that I name. But at the same time, Christ, even Seth Rollins, even you want to go with a guy like Ricochet. Ricochet got a little bit of a rub for being involved with Roman. Christ, Xavier Woods got a little bit of a rub of, at the end of the day, he is such a driving force when it comes to the biggest pro wrestling company that you can't help but feel his fingertips kind of on everything. Pause on all of what I just said there. People have poo-pooed Takeshita for too long. I see what you did there, and thankfully KJ's here, so I didn't take the bait there. Nick, your thoughts on WWE officially having a price tag of $9 billion to be continued. So we ended it right there at the trial of Sami Zayn. But JV, if we're about to go into commercial break or anything like that, I'll touch on that. But if we go into a match, I'll hold that. Well, as we have Hit Row right now in the ring, and we have Ashante D the Weekend right now with the microphone, and Insufficient Funds. Does this not? Oh, and we're getting the Howdy clips through it. I was going to say, does this not already feel like they know that they're getting buried, that this is a shit gimmick, that this doesn't work without Swerve, and so we're just going to literally just take the piss out of it? Because this is awful right now. And the lights go out. Thank you. I've never been more excited, I feel, for Uncle Howdy, or happier, I should say. Not excited, happier for Uncle Howdy. But we've got piano music right now, folks. So we've got Uncle Howdy or Bray Wyatt interrupting Hit Row, Skid Row right now. And so we have Howdy and Bray with "You Think Darkness Is Your Ally" mask. Yeah, the dark Howdy mask. And so do we get a mask reveal? So we very much have acknowledged that now there's no doubt that Bray and Howdy are two different people. And my God, if that isn't Bo Dallas, I don't know who it could be. Because as the crowd, they had to censor it all out of holy SHIT. But I mean, you can tell, I almost feel by the earring, the hairstyle, everything, as Bray just throws Adonis into Uncle Howdy for his sister Abigail, and we need a mask reveal or something. We need, pull it together, please, Bray. But we're still only within the first half hour of SmackDown. We're not even doing this at the top of the hour. Fair enough. But that has to be fucking Bo Dallas. Literally, the crowd's already losing their mind for Bray. Trust me, with Bray, it's compelling. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. No one knows what it means, but it gets the people going. I want to be the first to tell you this. Now his name is Bobby and Brock. Oh, so he's going to go after Bobby or Brock. You should run. Fair enough. I mean, that's how they cut out. I mean, just tell us it's ball already, for fuck's sake. Just wrap that up. But up next, folks. So we're getting set up after Elimination Chamber. We're getting Brock or Bobby versus Bray. But up next, we're getting the Brawling Brutes, the Banger Bros, the allegedly accusations. Can't say that because WWE is a publicly traded company, versus the Viking Raiders, the Hot Topic Raiders, the Viking Express, War Raiders, War Machine. So many names, so few bumps I feel will actually be taken in this match. But I am in commercial break right now, folks. So I will remind you that we are the Wrestling for Life Network. And if you haven't done so already, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We got the merch store. We got the Discord. We got Instagram pages. We got Twitters. We got anything and everything. So trust me, you can always stay in contact with all of us. You got all our socials and everything going down there at the bottom. And also, by the way, folks, I know football season's over, but we're on the road to WrestleMania. We've still got hockey season going on. We've still got the NBA going on. We've still got we're going to have baseball season kicking off. So absolutely, folks, if you're going to any event, anywhere and anything, we do have, use code Wrasslin on SeatGeek, the best way that you can find what you're getting on second aftermarket ticket sales, and save yourself $20, folks. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend. This is very, very interesting right now. Facts. B-Fab looks like Craig's ratchet girlfriend from Friday. Oh my God, JV, I want you. Thank you. I'm gonna just leave it at thank you. But yes. with Baby D, 100%. Oh, and no, you're even also talking about the first one. But anyways, just thank you. I agree with you. We are on the same page, my guy. Bring on the Wyatt 6. Well, right now it looks like we've at least got the Wyatt 2. And it's going to be interesting because both Brock and Bobby, I guess, are quote-unquote Raw guys, unless it's Brock. But do we build to Brock versus Bray at Mania? Do we build to Brock versus Bobby at Mania? So, what are we doing? Does Brock or Bobby get the kind of LA Knight treatment of they get just kind of fed to Bray Wyatt, to the Uncle Howdy story and everything? Because LA Knight was the star of that whole storyline, and he kind of just fell by the wayside. Mike Clayton saying the XFL starts tomorrow. For real? I'm going to have to look that up just to fact check you, because if that starts, I mean, Christ, I know we were here for the Super Bowl, but we have to be here for opening day of XFL. 100%, even if especially Dwayne owns it. Bray Wyatt wants the winner of Bobby Lashley and Lesnar. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to XFL starting tomorrow night. I swear to God, if I'm going to look this up and it actually starts tomorrow night, KJ, got some news for you, my guy. We're going to be here. Viking Raiders for the win. Nope. Gunther versus Lesnar. JV, sourpuss. Wyatt 6 versus Hurt Business. Matt, you're speaking after my own heart, and I guess we'll thumbs up, folks, if you want us to do any sort of a fantasy booking show or anything like that. In the chat, thumbs up with that if you want us to do that. And I guess if there's any sort of original content or anything like that you want to see us do on the channel or anything, leave a comment after the video and everything. Leave a comment on all the videos, 100%, and we'll check that out. And trust me, we're a channel for fans by fans. Christ, I started off as a fan, so absolutely might as well, give the people what they want, as they're showing right now a replay of Mahomes walking around with the championship belt and showing it off at the championship parade. Lashley runs to the Hurt Business to help against the Wyatt 6. Oh, lordy. I wish Bray was going after the winner of the U.S. title match. No, that's for Cena. That's for Seth. That's for Logan Paul. That's for that whole area. Carr versus Rogers to the Jets. Oh, that's a good question. We'll see. We'll see. It would be a very Jets move to get Derek Carr. I'll just say that. As much as it would be interesting, especially being a Bills fan and especially living in New England, if we had to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year. But it would be very much, and not fully to disrespect Derek Carr, but it would be a Jets move out of those two to get Derek Carr. No offense, respectively. One of the XFL games was at 1 p.m. The other XFL game at 6 p.m. There's XFL on Sunday as well. So, wait, what? They already had the XFL started and no one knew about this? Are y'all breaking news on me right now? I say pick them both up. Yeah, one hand, shit the other there, JV, with that. Good luck with that. Rocco, good paisan. Lesnar versus Wyatt was going to happen at Mania 32, so now they can finally do it. Interesting. I did not know that. But yes, so we're getting Power Plant Moss. We're getting a man who should just be known as Riddick. You can piss off with the whole Moss thing, and they're very much playing up the fact that, hey, did you know that him and Emma are a couple? Because we can't get Emma on TV at all. So we'll just make her the girlfriend of Madcap. But right now, folks, we're going to have Madcap versus Gunther for the IC title. Let me know who you're taking and why is it very clearly Gunther, I feel. A Jets move would be to sign Mark Ripon right now in 2023 as a starting QB. Honestly, though, JV, if I'm being dead ass with the Jets, you really need to at least consider Mike White as your starting quarterback, if not as one of like your strong backup. I would trade Zach Wilson if I could and trade for draft picks and draft around a guy like Mike White or something like that. Of get by with a guy and make him like your Flacco, what have you, and just kind of get through the season that way versus trying to find that stud QB that when you don't have weapons around it isn't going to change anything. As we've got Ariel Helwani, which, by the way, folks, if you haven't seen the video package that he did for Sami Zayn about his return home and everything and challenge of the title, go and check it out. It's fantastic. I compared it to like one of the cold opens that you'd hear for like a UFC pay-per-view and everything, which, by the way, we may be here for Jones versus Gone. Again, if I keep twisting KJ's arm on some of these schedules, but I've got Sheamus and Drew coming out right now. The bros for the win, says John. Never fear, Larry's here. Well, you're a day late and $1 short here, as we're already 40 minutes into SmackDown right now. Really, it feels like we've been in further here. Gunther for the win. Oh, so what the fuck? I thought we were going to get Gunther versus Madcap coming up next. What the hell? I must have just gotten distracted with talking in the vitamins, folks. But yeah, so we've got the Banger Bros of Pale and Paler out right now. Can't wait to see the show. Fair enough. Breaking news: WrestleMania 39, Bray versus Brock. Allegedly. I was just saying, try. You're already watching Elliot Star show, but absolutely, we're here to keep you company through everything. Oh, so now we're getting the Hot Topic Raiders, the Viking Raiders. We're actually going to see them do something of outside of maybe just be Viking. And God damn it, why does Valhalla look like the coolest out of all of them? She's coming out here with the fucking demon skull and everything coming out of the mist. All that. She looks like a fucking like a goddamn force of nature compared to these two that just look like they sit around and, you know, wear helmets with horns on the sides and eat turkey legs. But so we've got the Viking Raiders, the Hot Topic Raiders they've stole Ronda Rousey's gimmick of just raccoon eyes. So let me know who you're taking, folks, whether you're taking the Viking Raiders or the Banger Bros, I guess, not the Brawling Brutes of Drew and Sheamus. And why are they trying to halfway sell it? They're like kind of shook right now. Like, these are the same guys that got beat up on the way to the ring and then couldn't compete. Ren for the Raiders. Ren Fair Raiders. Fair enough. I thought for a second you were saying Ren for the Raiders. I missed AW because that day my mother is 79 fell and fractured her tibia. Oh, Jesus, Larry. Oh, God. Well, I hope she's doing all right. But WWE are very interested. We'll correct you, very interested in Kenny Omega. His contract expires very soon. KJ Nick. Yeah, but wouldn't that be one of the final nails in the coffin of AEW? I feel if Kenny, after Cody, signs with AEW. That's what I feel would be kind of a huge nail in the coffin. As Michael Cole very politely is trying to say that, folks, we got big beefy boys slapping meat right now. As I've got Ivar and Sheamus as the legal man. As Sheamus just dumps Ivar on the outside. I love this show. Well, I love you too, my guy. What? She'll be home tomorrow. Fair enough. Good on you then. Lego my ego, or I guess in your case, Lego my Ewok. But Tears taking the Viking Raiders. John's taking the Bros. I guess that's probably the best way that you can call them that right now, the Bros. Matt saying Kenny's contract doesn't expire soon. He has years worth of injury time to make up. No, what you're seeing there is you're already predisposed predisposed. There we go. I got there in the end. For the way that WWE does contracts, there's nothing saying that AEW has it in their contracts, especially if you're an EVP or anything like that. That you have, time served or time due or whatever because of being out for an injury. So Kenny Omega, 100% maybe on the outs. And I almost wonder if maybe with Ibushi being a free agent as well, if WWE can snag Ibushi, that may be a little bit of a way to kind of snag Kenny. A little bit like I feel like signing the Good Brothers was a bit of a way of, we'll sign you, and then Asia will come here. That's the way that I feel that. Interesting. Suppose it depends on which insider you listen to. Fair enough. Well, that's the thing, and that's when it comes to all of the rest of the news and why we're trying to be as impartial as we can, and at times, even with some stuff, we very much blatantly say allegedly, all of that. Unfortunately, when it comes to WWE reporting, when it comes to pro wrestling reporting, the most you really get is guys like us. You get the dirt sheets, you get guys like Meltz, you get guys like Sean Ross Sapp is honestly probably the most reliable. So that's really, it really comes down to who you trust as a source, unfortunately. Yeah, I just got that one. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus for the win. Larry saying, I like both teams, and Banger Bros have momentum. You're asking us The Rock returning. We don't know yet. Maybe there's still potential hope of what if he shows up at Elimination Chamber. Maybe. I at this point I feel like I kind of doubt it. I feel like they put all their eggs in their basket when it comes to Cody, when it comes to, even if we're going to try to include Sammy, to try and shoehorn The Rock and get it still, it's The Rock. You can always make it work somehow, but at the same time, might be a little much. Unfortunately, I feel like they might have missed the Rock, missed the boat with that one. Sheamus and Drew win. JV taking the UK Bros for the win. As I am getting an advertisement right now for WWE Shop, which, by the way, folks, fuck WWE Shop. You should hit up our shop. We got merch if you want to support the channel, if you want to be rocking the best professional wrestling clothing out there, and if you want to just let everybody know where they need to go for all of their pro wrestling content, folks. And we got, different colorways, different strokes for different folks. So absolutely, you can go and, get your, I guess, their kind of version of the Hitman collection. I don't know if I can say that because of copyright and everything, but yeah, we got some pinks, we got some blues, we got some cool mints, we got all sorts of colorways, anything and everything. So you can pick up multiple versions, so that way you can be rocking them all there with all the fresh kicks and everything, and you can just be the wrestling drip god. What? Oh, so I've still got right now, we're back from commercial. I've got Ivar and Sheamus right now in the ring. The Bloodline will do Goodfellas. Becky and Rollins will do Batman and Joker. Yeah, I've seen that list as well. I get it. It's interesting to see what they're going to do. I still just want to see them play out, to be honest. Every time WWE manages to do something like that, it somehow manages to end up coming out fairly well. So I get very much be excited for the whole list and everything like that, and seeing, who's involved and all of that. Interesting to see Drew and the Brutes, I guess, doing 40-Year-Old Virgin. But at the same time, I kind of want to just soak in the moment and let it play out as it is. As we're getting a stare down between Sheamus and Valhalla. Tuna Meltzer got worked for months on the Dragon Gate story. All those dirt sheet guys are marks for themselves, so they never question if their source is working for them. See, Money, I will agree with you on that. Of good old Uncle Dave, maybe might be a little bit more time to where he goes out to pasture when it comes to being the most credible source. I don't even want to try and allegedly throw my hat in that ring there. But I'd say probably my most reliable source is Fightful when it comes to anything like that. As I've got both men trying to get to their feet right now. Sheamus makes the tag to McIntyre, and Ivar makes the tag to Eric. Assuming everything goes well for him, where do you see Arch Manning going after the University of Texas in 2027? Jesus Christ, JB. You're trying to get me to predict the fucking draft 4 years from now, 5 years from now? Yeah, so we'll have to very much wait and see with that. I can tell you, at least with this, and the fact that as we got a kip up from Drew, the fact that that man lost his ID on the first day of being on campus, so that man is not there to go to class. That man is there to just slang footballs and win championships. So I think probably whoever has the top Michinoku driver, who has the top pick and is looking for a quarterback, as we've got a Michinoku driver from Drew on to Eric for a 2 count. As even Wade Barrett right there saying Drew and Sheamus are probably the only people on the roster that can treat the Viking Raiders, like toss them around like they're babies. Fun WrestleMania fact: did you know that WrestleMania 16 2000 was the only Mania with no singles matches the whole event? No, I did not know that, Rocco. Shout out. Did you also know that I believe it was WrestleMania X7 during the hardcore triple threat to where Raven almost ran over the power lines and almost ended the entire fucking show? I honestly see him going to Cowboys. I don't know why. Maybe just because you have some secret hatred with the Cowboys or something. I mean, you're already predicting them to, I guess, suck to the point where they are in desperate need of a quarterback 4 years from now. But I've got Sheamus right now with Ivar up on his shoulders. It looks like we're getting a super white noise or a super rolling thunder from Sheamus on to Ivar. So both men down right now as we're going back into a second commercial. So this is very much the, I guess, the prominent match when it comes to SmackDown right now, folks. They very much, so far, I believe, run through 2 commercial breaks as it is. But folks, while we're in commercial break, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you're excited for Elimination Chamber. Is this the most excited, I guess, outside of the top 4 pay-per-view in WWE that you've been excited for at least, I don't want to say this year because we're still only 2 months in, but at least within the past 12 months, within a hot minute of this really is the most I've been excited for a not main 4 pay-per-view outside of really probably Money in the Bank, to be honest, because at that point of anybody could get it. But this one, you still just, I feel like we know that Roman's going to win, but there's still that sneaking suspicion, and you don't know how. And not to mention, even on top of that, we still have the U.S. title Elimination Chamber match, which is going to be fantastic. I think a guy, to me, I don't expect him to win it, but a guy I would look out for in that match is Montez Ford. That guy's going to have probably the best spots in that match. We still have the Women's Elimination Chamber match to determine who faces Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 39. And I think it's Asuka's to win. I mean, if you disagree, you can let me know. But to me, it's Asuka with maybe Raquel as a close second. And then we've still got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn and Rhea. So we're getting the return of On This Day. And we've still got the clash of the Titans, the King Kong versus Godzilla, the 2 kaijus going at it. You know, we've got Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley as well on that card. So absolutely, from top to bottom, this is a stacked card, folks. So let me know what you're looking forward to when it comes to Elimination Chamber. Let me know what you got on your Wrestling minds. Damien, I'm excited for Battle of the Valley Elimination Chamber. They both have awesome cards. Fair enough. I didn't even read on the Battle of the Valley card. I'll be honest, I never knew about the Briscoes till a few months ago, but damn, Mark Briscoe will be just fine by himself as a champion. Rest in peace, Jay. Absolutely. As where we come back to commercial break is we're counting out loud the beats of the Bowery for both men as they were highlighting the Elimination Chamber as well. But yeah, the Briscoes, they revolutionized tag team wrestling without ever having to be in a major promotion. But absolutely, I'm still holding out hope that Mark Briscoe gets at least a Ring of Honor World title run, or at bare minimum gets a TNT title run, because he is still right now technically all elite. Two count. Asuka's Triple H favorite. She's winning the Elimination Chamber, then WrestleMania. Fair enough. Well, is she Asuka or is she Kana now? Asuka the Grouch got to be going over strong in Elimination Chamber. I'ma be down. John saying absolutely. I don't know what you're agreeing to, but absolutely, my friend. Only casket match at Mania, Taker versus Mark Henry. Was he there in the pink salmon suit? Asuka, the Elimination Chamber match tomorrow night is my only prediction. Fair enough. Asuka, Liv, Raquel, Carmella, Cross, Natty, in that order, Liv being the last one. Asuka pins. Oh, so you taking Asuka and you were literally calling out the where they go. And Polo saying this NBA Celebrity All-Star Game is actually all right. Well, my guy, you should be tuned into us and tuned into watching SmackDown right now. Well, unless I guess you want to be our little sideline reporter when it comes to the Celebrity All-Star Game. Maybe I'll slide that on here of, I'm all by myself. But right now I've got Eric going to Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope, the mid rope there. As Sheamus is down. Oh! And instantly right into a fucking high knee from Sheamus, right on the button. And Drew tagged in, setting up for the Claymore. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and they roll out. Oh, here's where we get the Tope con Drew Moore. Over the top, Swanton from Drew. Miz sucks at basketball so bad. Well, are you shocked? I'm not. Are we getting Damage Control versus Becky Lynch and Trish? If so, then are the women's tag titles in the garbage because the Damage Control have them? Rocco, we are not getting that match to my knowledge right now, but I am getting Valhalla up on the apron with bare feet. What in the fuck? Causing a distraction. Hey, Nick, you remember the Highlanders? This is one of the reasons why I can't get behind the Viking Raiders. Fair enough. I'll give you that. As 1, 2 count as we get a top rope splash onto Drew there. As Sheamus gets thrown in the turnbuckle. But yeah, see, with Drew and Sheamus, neither one of them is getting caught on camera at a Impact event or anything like that. So I get what you're saying and don't get what you're saying at the same time. I'll give you that. How do you feel about Roman versus Sami? Who you got? Well, I'm not the Canadian on the channel, so I very much we the ones of this is not even debatable of Roman if you can run on for a long time.
But I'm the Canadian on the channel.
I'm gonna cut you down.
I'm the Canadian on the channel.
Right. So then who do you got? So you got Sammy. So you got Sammy. So then you put yourself in. You got Sammy tomorrow.
I would love for it to be Sammy. I just don't see it happening. Not this close to Mania. It doesn't make sense. It's unfortunate, but if they do it right, I mean, it'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, I can't say that Sammy's going to win as much as it kills me.
2, 3. And your favorite team, the Banger Bros, win on a Claymore and a 3 count.
They could be the next tag champs, Nick.
See, I still think the theory is that we're setting up for Sammy and KO versus the Usos at WrestleMania. So might have to hold a little bit on that.
Right. So the Bang Bros with the big W. Boom. Nick said, I'm good. Drew and Sheamus. When was the last time Roman had a clean PL victory? That's a good question. Good question. VHS is not only rehearsed gimmick. All right. Ciampa versus Johnny, U.S. title at Mania. Book it. I don't know yet, Rocco. I'm not exactly sold on Johnny. But now we're getting a video package of what happened at Royal Rumble. Nope. KO versus Sammy. Banger of a match. Good match, John. I agree. Freeze the Usos for FTR. Listen, if FTR is coming this way, I'm more than happy to see the Usos versus FTR. However, the Banger Brothers could be heading that way. Mike is 1-1. Damien is 2-0. Good job, Damien. Sammy, just do it. Yes. I mean, in a perfect world, we get that big W from Sammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By the way, new folks, if you haven't been here before, make sure you like, subscribe, join the channel. We are the alternative commentary for all the wrestling. We will be back tomorrow for Elimination Chamber. We will be back tomorrow for Battle in the Valley. We're going to overlap. We're going to have multiple screens, and we might just stick around for whatever else is kicking off, including GCW does have a late night show, and if we're feeling up to it, we may catch that as well. So, folks, if you haven't joined the family yet, the channel for fans, by fans, the one, we are the wrestling friends that you cannot get in your real life. So make sure you hit that like, make sure you subscribe, share, tell the world about the Wrasslin for Life Network. But we are still kind of retelling the Sammy Roman story. I love Sammy coming in the hood, no music, through the crowd. FTR and Cody and maybe one more form the Four Horsemen. A lot of talk has been about, has come up with that. Like Cody, FTR, and what do you call it? Nick Aldis. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Son of a bitch. Dun, dun, dun. 2-0, says JV. 1-0. I missed the entire match. Who was in it? Who won? Larry, you missed the whole match, did you? The Banger Bros picked up the W. The rated FTR, I'm calling it. Ooh, they are friends. They are friends with Adam Copeland. They are friends with Edge. So rated FTR. I don't know how I feel about that. Orton? That's not bad. That's not bad. What a strange technological night. Shit just shutting down left, right, and center. Will we be on vitamins? It's a feel-good Saturday. It's a feel-good Friday. John, it's going to be a very healthy, vitaminized stream tomorrow, as per usual. Dun, dun, dun. Now, folks, we're already about halfway through the show at this point. Or actually, yeah, about halfway. So we got 1 hour to go. We're heading into Elimination Chamber. What else are you excited about? I know we're talking about Roman and Sammy a lot. What else are you excited about for this card? Let me know what you're thinking out there, folks. KJ, I missed Dynamite. My mother had to be taken. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Larry. I'm really sorry. T's and P's, and I hope Mom's gets better quick. So sorry to hear that, sir. You didn't miss much as far as Dynamite goes. It was the equivalent of falling and breaking your leg. So, like I said, thoughts and prayers, big guy. I hope she's doing all right. Asuka needs to win tomorrow night. Yeah, I kind of got Asuka. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one for sure. I live on vitamins. I like it. She will be home tomorrow. Good. Happy to hear that. Lashley versus Brock just to see who Bray gets next. So you think Bray takes the winner of those two? Whoa. How do we get there? Are we done with LA Knight? Is that story complete? Like, what happened? What is that the conclusion? Are we just moving on? Like, well, I'm done with LA. We don't have to dick with them anymore. Where do we go from here? LA takes a giant. Does LA Knight not want to beat up? Does LA Knight want to not beat up Uncle Howdy for dropping an epic elbow on him? Like, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, but I don't know if Bray heads towards Brock or Bobby. I don't. Do you think anyone will get involved in the main event tomorrow? Yes. I think it's almost a guarantee, Emmett. I think you have a few options. I think Jay is a high possibility. Where there's Jay, there's Solo. Where Solo, there's Jimmy. If it's true that the Usos will be in north of the border, highly possible they're all involved. And I highly expect KO to have a say in this. I think the one big question mark, and I'll ask everybody out there watching right now, will Cody get involved in the main event? Will Cody come down to try and help Sammy if he's outnumbered? Ref bump, and then we see what happens. Just work. Dun, dun, dun. He called out Brock or Bobby, whoever loses. That's interesting. LA Knight has possibly gone la la la. Yeah. No, I mean, I want LA Knight to do more. I think LA Knight's outstanding. And yeah, it's tough. Do you think Gunther versus Brock would be a good WrestleMania? Yes, I think it'd be a huge match. I really do think it'd be a huge match. All right. The man on the street. What's up, Mr. Brand? Oh, I did. I missed it. Yeah. My shit is not cooperating. Lesnar versus Wyatt is 7 years in the making. Remember Rumble 2016? Wyatt cost Lesnar and they nixed the match. I don't know. Makes me think that Bobby's going to win. He announced earlier. So, yeah, okay, I missed the announcement. But why would they announce that? WWE set to sell for $9 billion to the following companies of Vince's choosing: Disney, Amazon, or NBC Universal. It's official. Cut the shit. Yeah, that's interesting. CJ, I heard it rumored that they were asking for $9 billion. So we'll see what happens there. KJ, your thoughts? Yeah, I mean, shit, get every penny you can. That's what you do. That's partly why we saw those budget cuts, right? You're minimizing your spend, you're maximizing your overall gross, and you're able to look at companies and say, look how much we're worth. We made $1 billion. Come on now. So, yeah, I think when you get a bidding war, you have an opportunity to jack that price right up. Absolutely. Again, do I care how much? Like, to me, once you get to a certain amount of money, it's all fake and bullshit at that point anyway. So, yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to go for big money. They're a global conglomerate. They're going to go for big money when you got big hitters involved. I believe $9 billion is quite possible. Now, who will it be, and how will it impact everything? Yeah, I got you. I filled in the blanks, CJ. I got you. I felt like I was on, Wheel of Fortune. And billions. Jey Uso will help Roman win. I think so. That's my take. I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong many times on this stream, many times on this channel, but I think Jey Uso looks to come in and everyone's like, oh my God, he's going to help Sammy. And he doesn't help Sammy. That's my fear.
Yes, folks, for the low price of just $9 billion in 3 easy payments of $3 billion,
right?
You can buy WWE. You can get Vince McMahon. You can get, the golden dinosaur skull on the side and everything. But absolutely, it's going to be so interesting as we're getting an advertisement right now. We're back from commercial as we're getting an advertisement for the Undertaker's One Dead Man Talking, and we're getting a replay of the digital exclusive of Escobar and Rey Mysterio sharing masks backstage. Excuse me there. Poor TK can't afford it. No, I bet you him and Shad absolutely could afford it. My bets are on NBC Universal. They've already kind of halfway said that they were out of it. Of when you had, what was it? What was the show that Nick Khan was on? He was on like CNBC or something like that. And he was on their business show, and their host, who very clearly talks to their executives and everything, was like, that's not what I've heard. I think that they might be out of it. So WWE won't sell. It's all corporate shenanigans so Vince can get back on the board. I don't believe that, Matt. I feel like they're very much going to sell, unfortunately. And shout out, I guess, Rey Mysterio looking like a fucking watermelon right now. Oh, and we're talking about respect. Respect. Now, this is where you need Booker T in the backstage, like the main event mafia. Respect. But Karrion Kross out here looking like Bane without the mask, and he's even come out and said publicly about how he's not happy with how he's been booked. But it looks like we're still continuing Kross versus Rey.
How could he be happy? And like you said, Rey looks like a watermelon, and we're finally on back together. Oh my God.
There we go.
My shit
God
just said
bless
goodnight.
Technology.
My shit exited stage left for no reason. So
no, you're fine. Back. I literally happened to be watching us while I took my pause and then saw he not there.
It just dropped. I was so worried that the stream just disappeared. And shit. This is what happens when you're live, 30 hours
of the goddamn time. And this is why you need to hit that like button, hit that bell notification, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe, all of that, and tell everybody about the best pro wrestling channel when it comes to YouTube and everything.
You'll see a lot of watch parties, watch alongs, try and look alike, be alike.
Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated.
Liv Morgan's here.
I'm still over here with Kana Asuka. She's still yet to be called Kana, but still, I'ma be down with the clown till I'm dead in the ground.
Right. It's funny as shit. This mofo did not just say low.
We've got Juggalette versus Harley Quinn. What in the name of the Juggalo Gathering are we?
Are you really calling her Juggalette now? Is that official?
I don't know. Well, fuck. They're not going to call her Kana. They haven't called her Kana since when she was in the crowd in NXT before she had signed. And
how do you feel about Carmella pulling, trying to rock that Lita look? That modern Lita.
I was Carmella. FABOULO.
Okay. What is the main event tonight? That's a valid question.
Good. Yeah, very good question. Oh, it's got to be Sami Zayn. Have we gotten Sami Zayn yet?
No, we have not got Sami. Rumor was KO might be here tonight.
Oh, we still haven't gotten Madcap versus Gunther.
Okay. Now, folks, get your predictions in. Who do you got? Asuka, Liv. If you're new here, we take a prediction on all the matches. If you're feeling lazy, you can give us an A or an L. But yeah, Asuka or Liv.
Who you take? A J or an H?
Whatever. Don't confuse people.
They're just gonna start typing in the alphabet. A, B,
Right?
C, D. I'm bound to pick one of these fuckers.
That's going to be Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
See,
so Saturday, are you going to do the whole stream in French Canadian?
So some of us, you get the option to stop taking French at a certain point. You have to take it to a certain point. And this man here opted out at quick time. So
fair enough.
I'm limited to like, I can conjugate verbs. That's about it.
You can do better than I can, because on a side note, I took French because where I grew up in New York was close enough to the border that I figured we had currency exchange, everything. There'd be enough French I need to speak, as I've got Raquel coming up right now. But I spent most of my time more getting in trouble in French class and getting thrown out of French class. So
hey,
I know how to.
Nikki sniffing coal.
What the? Allegedly.
Power plant moss, JV. Good, you get marks for that one. I like it. We've been talking for almost two plus hours, and a lot of the talk has been around Sammy Roman. And every time someone puts a new comment in, we're like, that could happen too. And I mean, KO could help. KO could screw over Sammy for some reason.
But still, that's the thing, is that's what makes this card so great, is because even the matches that are underneath that we're kind of glossing through and we're not focusing on too much right now, because it's SmackDown, that still, and Nikki's just posted up there like cuddling and canoodling with Wade Barrett. I've got some bad news for you.
Right. Here's the thing.
We're still getting 2 Elimination Chamber matches that are going to be fantastic. And we then follow that up with Roman versus Sammy. We're getting Brock versus Bobby, and still follow that up with Roman.
We're not even talking about Brock versus Bobby much.
That's one of the hard things of when you have a match like Brock versus, or like Sammy versus Roman on the card, you have to try and be on par with that, compared to that, live up to that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, here's a question for everybody. And Nick, what do you think if they just simply, like, Roman, Sammy get in the ring, they have a battle, and Roman basically beats him clean and we move on?
Oh, just straight beats him clean?
Just beats him clean, moves on to Dusty.
Oh, the only way that I could see that is it's very much like what he did with Jay and what he did with Jimmy, to where he's just dragging this out and he's talking shit the whole time. And he's sitting there. They lower the chamber even after both matches, and he throws them through the fucking pod. And then he's saying, see, this is what you did to me. You want to break my family apart? I'm going to break you in half.
I love the idea of
back into that little ultimate prick, because that's where the point where you would have, especially that Montreal crowd, just deafening.
Yeah, deafening. Absolutely deafening. That's why I thought if KO did somehow turn, it would be deafening the other way. There's a lot of options here.
But wouldn't that be like Montreal Sun turning on Montreal Sun?
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so. It makes him Judas. No, sorry, Chris.
Judas in my mind.
Right, asking for the win.
Yeah, but then you have to do that at Mania, and I don't know. You don't too fast for that. Too fast. Too short.
Okay. 8 days ago, several big-name media conglomerates are interested in purchasing WWE, including Netflix, Disney, ESPN, Saudi Arabia. However, Comcast are still thought to be leading the bidding. Thank you, Larry.
Fair enough, because like I said, of everything that I've seen, the most recent stuff that I've seen is that Comcast is pretty much out. That could be out of date, though, honestly, at this point, because this stuff's moving at a whirlwind pace. And to me, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of shit just getting thrown out there that isn't fully accurate. Like even Nick Khan of saying, I'm going to sell this in 3 months. No, you ain't.
Yeah. Then he was like, maybe not. I think what he meant was he could.
Right, but folks, keep in mind, for the low price of $9 million, for 9 easy payments of $1 billion, you can buy WWE.
9 easy payments of $1 billion.
Exactly. I'm gonna be Bobby Mays to this shit.
Holy shit.
Hunter, I'll come work.
Who would win, Raquel Rodriguez or Bianca Belair? I don't want to see that match yet, or right now, not with the current rendition of Raquel, I don't think. But I mean, it could go either way. I mean, Raquel's a beast.
I really like that they're getting over the chamber as much as it is. They're trying to make it this intimidating force and everything, especially when this is the night before. They're in the same arena, same town, everything. As we've got all women that are going to be involved in the Elimination Chamber right now at ringside. We've got Natty at ringside. We've got Asuka versus Liv in the ring. We've got Raquel, Carmella, and Nikki at ringside.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a good point. Now, the thing here is, maybe I'm just a little cynical, but I think when we start adding too many layers to this, it becomes less likely it's going to happen. It starts entering fantasy. Like, what if KO comes out? What if, Jay comes out, then KO comes out, then Cody comes out? Like, I don't know. There's a line.
Fair enough. Well, it does get a bit. Oh, and Cole's asking Nikki if I can be your best friend.
Can I ask you
what's happening right now?
That's so weird. Can I ask you a question though? Will you be my best friend? No, I'm
like, what the?
Bray said he wants to fight
about my best friend.
Right. Now,
wait,
Bray,
does that make me or Rob or Big Black?
Oh my God, that's funny as shit. Back to my question, I guess.
All right.
Bray announced that he wants to fight Brock or Bobby?
Yes. He said that the end of his little promo, because you had him and Uncle Howdy there. So it's very clearly at this point, they're not the same person. So there is a difference there, unless he's literally, he can manifest himself in other, he's fucking Voldemort. He's he who shall not be named of, he's got Horcruxes and shit like that. But he's out there saying that. I didn't want to be the first one to say this, but Brock or Bobby, whichever one of you comes out on top, you better run. Yeah. So, yeah, right. It's just,
so we
really? We went there with that?
Where did that come from? And for all the times you've been
nobody knows.
For all the times he's been cryptic, tonight he's just like, I'll be very direct with you.
Right. Well, he heard all the complaints about people like, you're not direct enough. And just now it's direct in the wrong direction. He borrowed Veer's GPS.
Will it be a cinematic match?
Is there any other Bray match?
Yeah, good point. Oh, Asuka just
roll up from Liv.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Asuka with the Rings of Saturn.
I love that move. I like the name and the move. Asuka. I like the Kana paint job. I like the attitude.
I like it. It's just I'm still
very juggalo-ish.
It's always the same. It's always where's the Fago? Where's the gathering?
Right. Oh, everyone's just taking turns laying everybody out. Michael Cole's new best friend. Woo! Neck breaker. Raquel.
Super kick. And now here's what you watch. We're gonna get the chamber eliminated lowered because they keep cutting up to it.
Raquel's going after Liv.
I do like that we're getting crazy Nikki again, though, at least. Versus
I like that, Curtis.
Almost a wrestler.
Right? No. She's totally crazy, and I'm happy about it. That's funny as hell, Curtis. Bray Wyatt gets a winner of Bobby Lashley. It's so weird. Liv. Liv pops Raquel. Asuka pops Raquel. I think the chamber's coming down to these two.
Raquel and Liv? Because that's who I have right now.
Asuka and Liv.
Asuka and Liv?
Wait, tell me when Asuka kicks her in the head.
No, I just got there.
There you go.
I'm seconds behind you. But I think, Asuka, Liv, and Raquel are the top three of the only ones that you could really see, I feel, winning this. When it comes to like Carmella or Natalia, no.
I think Carmella could surprise us. I hate it.
I think she'll be Final Four.
Now, where is Alexa again? What has happened?
Who? What?
Where's Alexa?
Good question.
Hey, Hawani. Combat sports journalist. Fair enough.
The man that Dana White almost had it out with. But yeah, Alexa might be on that little sabbatical that she maybe allegedly isn't taking.
I want to see the merch numbers. I want to see Sammy's merch numbers, when they leave Montreal. Those honorary Ooze Habs shirt or the honorary Habs, it got to be selling like nothing else, man. Got to be flying off the fucking tables.
Oh, they're probably sold out. You're getting people on the street that are sitting there, it says honorary like Halbs or something like that, or like halves, or like just knockoff shirts out on the street corner of like, I'll get you 2 for $5, 2 for 10. 2 for 5.
Alexa Bliss is taking time off.
Allegedly, supposedly. She's also very much come out and said, don't believe unless it comes from me, but at the same time, do what you got to do, boo. She wasn't really making a ton of waves when she was here, to be honest. And that's not a knock. It's one of those that just didn't have a ton for her. Everybody was expecting her to be with Bray, and they weren't going to do that route. So fuck it.
Here comes
Imperium coming out right now.
One of my favorite entrances in all of wrestling. I think it's fucking perfect.
The Ring General. The only thing that's missing, if he comes out, do it. I'm going to defend the Intercontinental title.
I want Gunther versus Dijak.
Yeah.
Gunther versus Dijak, buddy.
Oh, God.
What do you think's a better match
in a fucking Austrian accent, in a whole Arnold accent?
What's a better matchup, Bray Brock or Bray Bobby?
Oh, Brock, because they'll do the 5 moves of doom. They'll hit some shit of Bray can do his whole eat a fucking shit ton of Germans, no sell it, and then Sister Abigail 1, 2, 3. There you go.
You think he goes over Brock Lesnar? Wow.
What else do we do?
He has to.
That's why I don't want Bray Wyatt, as we're in commercial right now, folks. Bray Wyatt is a black hole when it comes to booking. So if you throw Bobby or Brock at him, they have nowhere to go but to lose. So why would you expect anything different? Like I said, literally, there's no other outcome possible.
Yeah, he has to go over. He has to. What was this comment? But I'm really surprised with this out of nowhere. Like a SmackDown talent, technically, just randomly says, "Hey, we're coming." And no, like I mean, if Alexa's taking time off, that just kind of went nowhere without explanation.
Was it going anywhere to begin with, though?
This Bray return is kind of going south. It kind of feels like the MJF return for me. High expectations, low delivery. Put my guy up against your guy.
Right. Oh God. Like I said, that's rude, crude, and unattractive. Yeah, that's really interesting. I feel like it's always been the problem with Bray of something always there's always a hang up. There's always something. There's always a hang up, but there's also always an excuse of like, this is 100%. This is Bray doing what he wants to do, and it's not going well.
It's really tapered off. It really, really tapered off from where they were.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. It's weird, dude. This was your hottest ticket. This was your hottest ticket. Bray Wyatt was your hottest ticket.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. That will, well, but do we really want to see Alexa with Bray? Did we want to go back to that? Did we want to go to the playground? Did we want Lily dolls? Did we want all of that?
Maybe. I just wanted to see the story. I wanted to know where the story was going. I wanted to see what the conclusion was.
Spoiler alert, it's like every other Bray story. Nowhere.
Touche. And now what happens with LA Knight?
What?
call me a douche.
I said it's pronounced Touche.
Oh, Tucci.
No, not Lil Wayne.
Who wins? Jay White versus Bray Wyatt. Ooh, interesting.
Oh my God.
They could go either way. It all depends. Like, I mean, that's
right. Ask me who's going over Jay White versus Eddie Kingston. I'll give you a better answer than I will Jay White versus Bray Wyatt.
Eddie's going over, right?
He has to.
He has to.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad if Eddie doesn't go over.
Right. Speaking of getting hurt real bad, a real life Lily doll? No. And what happened to Vincent?
That with Chucky, and Chucky's still not scary. All you got to do to stop Chucky is go, is just put your arm out and then defeated. I win.
I win. Now, what about this? Sami Zayn comes home tonight, by the way.
The
place is going to come on. Grab your couch cushions, folks. This is going to be a big one.
Well, that depends on how long Gunther and Madcap go, because they might give Sammy realistically a full 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Might, depending on how this is all going to play out.
Right.
Brock beating Bobby sends him to the Hurt Business. Interesting. I still think Bobby's going to go over.
Really?
Spoiler alert.
I still think even if Bobby goes over, I think we're still leading to Bobby in the Hurt Business.
I think so. They've been teasing it enough, right? Like, let's go.
Right.
And with Omos, some people were like, what about Omos? Bring Omos. I don't care. Bring a friend.
Bring the giant. Bring the friendly giant. Power Plant Moss. Nick, maybe Howdy gets Alexa, not Bray. Why? Gunther. Mike's taking Gunther already for this match. Jay White versus Cody Rhodes versus Nick Aldis versus K. Look, you have two people twice in that match. Why? I'm going to say Cody Rhodes, just on the law of probability of if there's two Cody Rhodes in that match, the odds are in my favor. One of them's going to win.
Right? I think so. Absolutely.
So who do you have for this match? Gunther
by a mile.
Madcap, or the paramedics that are going to have to fucking reestablish Madcap's chest after he gets caved in?
You see that pretty smile on Emma's face right now? I don't think it's going to be there in about 15 minutes.
How do you feel, though, that they've really gone hard in the paint on the fact that, hey, Emma and Madcap are a thing? Like,
I don't know.
No one cared.
I thought, like, Emma would come in kind of with that Tennille Dashwood attitude and would get a shot at wrestling. Like, I mean, this is a woman that had success and Impact. And, now she's just kind of Madcap's girlfriend, doesn't really wrestle.
Yeah, she's just like, you're just there to be supportive and to get camera time because we're paying you some money and you don't fit on our card at all.
Right? Gunther for the win. Get your predictions in, folks. Who are you taking? Gunther or Madcap? Who'd you got?
Over under 10 chops to Madcap.
Oh, it's over 10.
You think it's over? Well, we already got one.
We got one.
Now we got a double leg takedown from Madcap right now.
Could the Hurt Business actually help Bobby win? I think so. Absolutely.
Interesting.
All right. He realizes he needs help beforehand and makes the move.
Fair enough. You just get Omos and you get the whole Hurt Business. They just lay out Brock, but then do you get a four-peat then? You get a four-quo.
Right? Yeah, I mean, we could. Does this go all the way to Mania? Maybe. Who are you taking in this match? And Gunther?
Why? Right. Like I said, and it's Gunther because
now this is
taking over under on. You're taking the over on chops. I'll take the line.
You'll take the line, eh? Now you look at Madcap. He's not exactly.
Oh, we're at 2.
We're at 2 now. He's not exactly small. It's not like Gunther towers over him physically, not especially new Gunther.
Fair enough. Well, also, it's still interesting. We talked about it even when we were doing the Super Bowl and everything, of how many guys from WWE are ex-NFL and everything, or ex-college athletes, what have you. As much as people knock what they do with the Performance Center, but that just tends to be the people who get into professional wrestling. So, and especially that make it to WWE.
Right.
But right now, Madcap's actually holding his own with Gunther, which is, I'm surprised that this isn't just I chop him first, I hit him like this, and then like this,
and it's over. Yeah, they seem to be liking Madcap quite a bit. They've put a shine on him a little. Am I the only one that thinks Madcap should kind of be like Riddick?
Yeah. Oh, he 100% should be Riddick. But at the same time, is it just because, shit, we paid Emma a lot of money and we need her to be on TV to justify this money? So, right? Madcap, you get a push.
That's funny. Gunther's not losing. No chance in hell. I agree with John.
Well, he just got dumped on the outside.
We're going to a commercial. It's a shocker. Could it be?
A shocker blocker. What?
Shocker blocker. Folks, we are in a commercial break. We are heading through towards the end of SmackDown. We still got Sami Zayn to come. Gunther and Madcap are in the ring. If you haven't made a prediction yet, you're feeling lazy, you can give us a G for Gunther and M for Madcap. But, folks, if you have not hit the like or subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Join your wrestling best friends, the guys that just grind on a different level. We are here nonstop, folks, and we will be back tomorrow for Elimination Chamber and Battle in the Valley and who knows what else. And no, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to put it to you as simple as this, folks. It's free. It costs you nothing, folks. And who else do you want to spend your every night delight with? Who else do you want here, hanging out on the weekends with? Who's there, to sit there and make you giggle when you don't want to? Who's to sit there and, say the jokes that you're thinking out loud that you don't want to say? Who's the rest of the buddies you can't get in real life and everything like that? And who's the ones covering anything and everything? Even when you're like, oh, well, I've always wanted to watch that GCW and everything. Cool. Well, we got you covered on this show, that show, and that show. Oh, well, I heard so-and-so is going to be on that Wrestling Revolver. Well, we got you covered on that and that and that and everything. So absolutely, folks, be a friend, tell a friend.
Nobody does it like we do, folks. So thank you for being here tonight on a Friday. We are going to be out of this commercial break, and we'll continue to get to the chat. Hurt Business helps Bobby win. He essentially was a heel on Raw. Yeah, he's definitely gone the heel route, especially with the whole, I don't want to sign the contract. And, so Bray Wyatt versus the Hurt Business. They introduced Vincent, Dutch, and Rowan.
Or
now we're fantasy booking like fuck, but
Bray versus Brock. Uncle Howdy takes an F5. Uncle Howdy goes to Suplex City.
Oh my God. I pick things up.
Does that not sound a little bit like Ernest goes to jail? Uncle Howdy goes to Suplex City.
Right. Matt, maybe Braun turns on Ricochet and joins Wyatt. No, too soon. That's going back to the well. Deep.
Why?
It's going deep back into the well.
Why?
Then we get Braun and Omos again.
I wasn't even getting there. I was like, why is Ricochet joining up with Bray?
Not Ricochet. He's saying Braun.
Oh.
Braun turns on Ricochet.
Somehow Ricochet was the better of those scenarios.
Too soon.
Do you want another swamp match? Then so you get another swamp match.
Yeah, well, that's what would it be Brock versus would it be Brock versus Wyatt and a swamp match or a fucking this is your life match?
How about we just don't say any of this and it never happens? You just act like it doesn't exist, and then they just decide that they don't want to do it.
It's already been 5
minutes. We're at that. We're at least at 4, 5, 6, 7. I only got 3 left.
We got to 8. Whew.
Did we get to 8? I caught 7. So
okay, well I'll go 7.
We might be at 8. So figures the guy who puts the line is the one that's a number behind.
Yeah. A lot of us predicted, I wouldn't say a lot of us, you and I predicted both Nakamura would be at the Royal Rumble. It has not happened.
Oh, not at all. We've gotten Boogs back before we've gotten Nakamura.
Yeah, who saw that coming?
Right.
Will it be Gunther versus Brock? If Lashley's busy with Bray?
Maybe that was the long-standing rumor.
Right. Isn't Naki in New Japan? No, I don't think he's been performing. He went and did he
showed up at Noah.
Yeah, he did Muda's farewell match.
Yeah, that's the most that he did. Brock has never had the IC belt.
I'll take your word for it. I'm pretty sure.
I was going to say interesting, but I don't even know if you have that match for the IC belt, because then does Brock win it and then just vacate it the next night? Like, that seems a little half-hearted.
Carry it for a while. No.
At least something.
An interesting run. What was I going to ask? Keith Lee's new look. I didn't really notice. All right, you look good. It was good to see him back with Keith Lee's new look.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's looking like he's got the gray hair and everything like that. The man needs a Rogaine sponsorship or a Just for Men ad.
Right. Wow, another two count. Well, so Madcap giving the champ a workout tonight. Give me a thumbs up if you're watching right now and enjoying this match, or a hell yeah, or a woo, or a what, or a yeah.
Hey, guess what?
What?
You're not gonna like me. You want to be here for the XFL?
When and why?
Because it's the XFL.
Okay. When is that? Like, what like all of it?
No, opening day is tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Oh, motherfucker.
3 p.m. and 8:30, and then there's also a game on Sunday at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. So we can be here on Saturday or Sunday for the XFL.
Oh, maybe XFL. Maybe Sunday. Shit, man.
We can watch the San Antonio Brahmas on Sunday at 3 p.m.
How do you allow that to happen? Even if you run the shit,
because he owns the company.
That's bullshit. You should know better.
Well, it's the Brahma bullshit.
The Brahma bullshit. Woo.
No, somebody mentioned it, and then I just remembered it. Oh, while you were on a little pause there, you're technology recluse. So
listen, tomorrow's a tough sell, man. We got a mega show as it is.
Ultimate pre-show of the Vegas Vipers versus the Arlington Renegades, the kickoff game for the XFL 2023, the inaugural game.
Man, fuck.
Or unless we're going to be here on Sunday at 3 o'clock for the St. Louis. Shout out CJ with the St. Louis.
Yeah, where's CJ on that one?
Versus the San Antonio Brahmas. Folks, let us know in the chat, who's your XFL team?
Do you know what the XFL reminds me of, especially with the names? Is when
terrible football?
Yeah. Well, yes. When there was a weird stint in the 90s when the CFL had American teams. And then
you mean the USFL? We've had as Gunther gets the pin on a power bomb.
The CFL literally had two divisions, and half the league was in the States. Memphis and Birmingham Barracudas and the fucking Baltimore Colts. And
the Alouettes still are a thing, right?
Yeah, the Alouettes, they were originally in Baltimore, I believe, and then they moved to Montreal.
They've been, if we're picking CFL teams, they've been my team, because I think you guys at one point signed, you guys, the Montreal Alouettes, I know I'm saying you guys, just be like you're representing Canada. But you guys signed, or they signed Ricky Williams. They signed every ex-NFL guy. Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, we had Flutie. I mean, yeah, man. But Argos win, so
wasn't he Stampeder?
Yes, he was. As well. I go for Edge and Beth tomorrow. Yeah, I mean,
But
maybe.
the real question.
Yeah, sorry, we were confused. We were talking about CFL football.
Well, no, I was going to say, but the real question is, so who is your XFL team, sir?
Oh yeah, who's your XFL team? Anybody?
Should I list off the team?
List them. Yeah,
while we're in commercial, folks. So,
all right.
As we get tomorrow, we get the kickoff of the new XFL season. We've got, for those of us of a certain wrestling vintage, this is a holy shit moment, I feel. We've got now this is the third time it's been revitalized. But we've got the Arlington Renegades, the DC Defenders, the Houston Roughnecks, the Orlando Guardians, the San Antonio Brahmas, the Seattle Sea Dragons, the St. Louis Battlehawks. I know who CJ's going with. And the Vegas Vipers. The what?
The Battlehawks?
Yes. Caw. The Battlehawks.
Caw.
Well, I like this already. The Washington Commanders to win the XFL.
Is that what the real name is?
No. Well, that's the team of the NFL team that was the Washington Redskins. It's now the Washington Commanders. What is the first? So I'll break down the schedule even for those who are asking. The first game,
Vegas Vipers I might have the coolest name.
Well, speaking of the Vegas Vipers, we have the Vegas Vipers versus the Arlington Renegades in the first game. Then the Orlando Guardians versus the Houston Roughnecks. And then on Sunday, we've got the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the San Antonio Brahmas. And if insider trading was a thing in football, you know what's going on.
Yeah, you might want to put the money down on San Antonio
to win everything. The first team to go undefeated in the XFL. And we've got the Seattle Sea Dragons versus the DC Defenders.
They didn't really call the team the Seattle Sea Dragons.
Yes, they did. And it's a very shitty, like, Microsoft Word image dragony thing. So, yeah.
Fucking hell. This is a professional football league.
Was.
Well, it is
now
again,
it's
apparently
semi-pro football league.
Oh my god.
All that's missed is Will Ferrell.
And fucking Robert De Niro.
Man, why are you saying one? I'm literally looking at their goddamn schedule. Like, the fuck time are you on? Like,
yeah, it might be one for him.
Right?
Oh my god, these names, bro. They remind me of Slam Ball.
Let the boys be boys.
The Motor City Mafia. Love it.
Yes.
I'm still in commercial. This was a long ass commercial.
Fair enough. Oh, and the USFL returns as well. But so your official XFL team, sir.
Vipers,
should we exclude the Brahmas just because that's like a fucking gimme? That's like the Irish McMahons.
I can't cheer for the Brahmas. That would be like the Notre Dame McMahons or something.
Yeah. You go with the Vipers since you said they had the coolest name?
I like it.
Fair enough. I'll take the Orlando Guardians because things.
Tennessee Thunder fans.
We may be on top of your top pro wrestling channel. We may be your top XFL channel as well.
I fucking hate you so much.
I know. Well, no, this is where you're going to end up leaving me to just watch XFL games for like hours on end. I'm like, you want to do it? Go ahead. You do this thing.
Oh, Firefly.
We're really glad that you're
next week. Weird.
Well, it's after Elimination Chamber.
We won't see him at Chamber.
Funhouse is back, folks.
I guess we might see him at Chamber now. He has a reason to show up.
No. Now you let it settle. You had your shit tonight. You let it settle.
I don't know. I'd like to see
does Bray try and hold a candle to anything with Roman or Sammy? Don't try and get involved in that mix.
Oh no, I don't think so. I think he'll be let's say Brock wins, he's standing in the ring, lights go out, that kind of thing. Oh, the place is unglued right now. Sami Zayn is in the building. The Skull is in the house.
Oh.
Tennessee Thunder Pants.
and the crowd is deafening. The best that this reminds me of is when he came back and he initially turned heel and the whole crowd started chanting along with it. Oh, and he's like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's defending. Deafening. Fucking hell. Deafening. What?
Why?
What?
I can't hear you. Why? Sammy came out. Why?
He instantly turned
the crowd likes him. Why? He's in Canada. Why? Sammy Uso. Why?
Excited for football and some professional wrestling. Hell yeah. Sammy's old theme music.
That's the thing. Does The Rock come out and cut a promo like he does at the Super Bowl of, it's time for the X?
Right. I think he will. I think so.
Fair enough. So then we need to be here for opening day.
Crowd is singing Sammy's old entrance. Love it. Sammy failed climbing the turnbuckle. Did he? I missed it. Damn it. You and your XFL shit.
Oh, generico. But no, yeah, this is Daniel Bryan. This is the Yes Movement. This is Kofi Mania. This is everything. All of that just rolled up into one nice, neat little Canadian package.
Original. I like it. I like the Roughnecks.
There you go. Ole, 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 ole.
I see the XFL folding within fucking 12 months.
I thought you were about to say within a month.
Hey, shit.
Within 12 weeks.
Wasn't that last time? They tried to get out of paying people because the kids got off the ground?
You had 2020 to thank for that, my guy. Like, let's not fucking
ole, ole.
This man doesn't need to say it. We're going to sit up there and just soak in the crowd right now for
listen, it is sacrilege for a Leafs fan to sing that song, but I do not give a shit at this particular moment. Look, we got teary eyes in the room. Sammy just soaking it in. Look, got a little emotional here.
Like I said, it's one of those of that moment when Cody was cutting the promo with Sammy. It was at that moment he realized he was Batista in 2014. Sorry, Cody. Sorry about your damn luck.
Yeah. But you have to imagine this is like an I made it moment for Sammy. He's the main event of SmackDown in his hometown.
Is
right? Like
ear grin, as red as a bloodline, graphic. Fucking just teary-eyed, smiling of I don't even know if he's gonna be able to find the fucking words.
No, I mean this is outstanding, and timing.
Well, no, to your defense, this is a you've made it moment. This is
this is the pinnacle of my career right now. I'm in my hometown in the main event of SmackDown, and they are losing their fucking mind for me. I've made it.
I'm about to go in my hometown and compete for the world title.
Unbelievable,
in the biggest match and the crowd's
you deserve it.
You deserve it.
He's bawling. Yeah, absolutely. I'm almost right behind you.
Can you blame him? I mean, who cried more, him or Nick Sirianni at the Super Bowl?
Yo, that man was fucking ready.
He did the no Sean Moreno though. If he cried without fucking actually looking emotional,
without moving,
literally just drop.
That
like
is
it's fucking CGI.
Adrenaline and emotion in a moment. Just your eyes start leaking. That was epic.
But no, this is.
I like this one. That's a very good comparable. Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns pin one other at the same time. Sami wins championship tomorrow night, if that's the prediction. I don't know, Damian.
Wait, did you just say they pin each other at the same time?
Yeah, they pin each other together.
Physics.
No, I don't know, Bobby. I really don't care.
That's the thing. This is 100% is Yes Movement. This is Kofi Mania. This man needs to be in the main event of WrestleMania, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, look at
this. I'll debate you on. That's a hill I'll die on. Telling me that this doesn't need to happen. I most
agree with you on this one, though. That's the.
I know, but I'm just saying for anyone out there.
Yeah, anyone that doesn't think so.
Oh, 100%.
What's louder, this or Punk? I think this. And maybe it's recency bias. I'll have to go back. They were both fucking boomers.
Well, one's more of a boomer than the other, and that's just
And he works with children.
I'm old. I'm tired of working with fucking children.
Thank you. KJ Nick, what if Triple H pulls it off and dude, people will lose their fucking mind. It will be an epic wrestling moment if it happens.
It'll be Elizabeth.
Yeah. It will be one of those countdown things that, like, top 10, upsets, top 10 holy shit moments,
wrestling moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, they're still going. F you Roman chants, by the way.
They broke my feed.
This is definitely longer than Punk's. This is it's contagious. This is excellent. That's what I miss. When you watch the old 90s wrestling and the fans are fucking losing their mind. It's my favorite shit. And you see those old tapes, even going back to the 80s and shit, like them walking through the crowd with security.
I almost lost my mind there because they deafened the crowd so much because of the F you Roman chants that I thought my shit was muted. And then it took half a second after Sammy started. And speaking in French Canadian, by the way, I was like, oh God, all right. Oh, we have sound. For this city.
Yeah. Is WrestleMania.
It's once in a lifetime.
He's got, like, this is fucking epic, bro. Every standing room only. Palm. Sorry, Bryce. Right. Someone else has got the world in the palm of his hands right now, buddy.
And he's cutting this is the first time I've seen someone be cutting a promo in French Canadian, and it's fucking getting over like Rover of like.
Well,
I guess I know we've had
know your audience,
Grammy Prophet and everything of a trainee out of the Quebecers and everything, but shit, this man's cutting full promos in French Canadian.
Goosebumps, fucking goosebumps up the fucking arms.
Making me want to eat some fucking poutine right now.
Bro, yeah, give me some fucking smoked meat and a poutine. Let's go.
And he fucking spikes the. All right, just shut up and take my money. Now I'm going to just be watching
on the clock.
Nothing but Letterkenny and Trailer Park Boys for the rest of the evening. I'm going to wake up to wife and have some fucking poutine.
Right.
Just sit here and wake up with oh Canada.
Listen, there's a show.
And the crowd's still fucking deafening out Michael Cole. Folks, tune in tomorrow night because we'll be here at Elimination Chamber, and you just hear
right. So that's it. Give the fans what they want. Sammy tells everyone Roman's in trouble, and here we go. And they're still on their feet.
If that's WWE pre-show with Kayla Braxton and Booker T and Jerry the King and maybe and all of that and everything and Sam Roberts and everything, do better than that, because that's instantly right there. If that doesn't make you hyped up for the pay-per-view, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
Dude, JV. Sorry, dude.
Oh, I know them fried beaver tails.
Wow. I want a fucking beaver tail. Let's go.
It's just fried bread dough.
It's fucking yummy. You put like fucking stuff on it.
Here we are, sounding like two fat kids who are just arguing about. No, it's fried bread dough. I don't care. It's fucking yummy. I don't want it.
Right? Hey, if it fits, it fits, buddy.
Well, no, we got to have a maple syrup chug off now.
Shit.
Like fucking Super Troopers.
Never have I ever. Yes, that would qualify. Tomorrow is going to be insane. Ladies and gentlemen, did they do a sufficient job tonight getting you ready for tomorrow?
If not, did we?
Did we?
We, and I'm not speaking in French.
We. Wait, what? Pause.
What?
I got out of work. Good job, Heather.
Hey.
6.5 out of 10 says Bobby. Okay.
Hello,
friends. All right.
I just had you in that voice. Hello, friends. I like my wife. She's very nice.
Shit. 6 out of 10 and 7 out of 10 for Okay, so you thought SmackDown was only slightly better than Rampage. Okay.
I'm going to need you to take this vision test. I'm going to need you to take it a sobriety test.
Blow into this, please.
Unfortunately for you, Jeff Hardy's the bar, so you
Wow.
can't fail. Well, I like this of Larry saying the stream did it for me. So see, we sold you better on the pay-per-view than they did. And don't worry, folks, we'll be here even an hour before. We'll be here at the kickoff of the pre-show, selling you and telling you, giving our predictions, our hot takes, everything when it comes to Elimination Chamber tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be insane. We agree. I definitely want a beaver tail. Sami Zayn is great. That was outstanding. I mean, blew the roof off the place. What is tomorrow going to be like, dude? I mean, you give us a handful of Sami false finishes.
Anyone, hands up if you think things are going to get thrown. If we're going to see an NWO Hogan turn, we might see a Molson or a Labatt can go flying here. Maybe a bottle. I'll say just respectfully because of the arena, they might only let cans in, but maybe a bottle. It is Canada.
It's possible. I mean, we don't like wasting our beer around here, but it's quite possible.
Oh, I'm not saying there'll be shit in it. I'm just saying
make them empty. Make them empty.
See, oui.
See you at Chamber tomorrow, Bobby. Don't miss out. Yes, did Lashley sign the contract? Yes, and then he threw it on his chest.
Yeah, after he got laid out and everything.
Dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine Sami comes out tomorrow and it's the finger poke of doom? I don't know if you froze or you're just disappointed.
Both. I know I didn't technically freeze, but just no. Please don't wish that upon me. What did I do to you, Bobby?
Right. Here comes Braun Breaker.
What the fuck are you watching?
I don't know. It just came on.
Man's watching NXT from 2 weeks ago.
What is Braun Breaker doing here?
I don't know, but I just have your program has concluded. Thanks for watching.
They got to fire that guy. He didn't start his promo for like 5 minutes. Just
it took me a half a minute. I was like, I'm about to tear the fuck into you.
I was like, fire him. All right. That's amazing. This guy taking up all the time.
That man couldn't get a word out if you wanted to. Honestly, I barely caught that he even spoke. Most of that was just the crowd chanting for him and basically saying, I'm going to whoop Roman's ass, spikes the microphone, and I'm out. And that's all we needed.
Yeah. And by the way, it's main event with Braun Breaker opening the show.
How the fuck do you get main event?
It just came on. Kevin Patrick and Byron Saxton as a team.
Folks, this is why we say we're the alternative commentary for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling, because even that shit's so bad we won't touch it.
Oh my god, if I just broke your ears, I apologize, but
no, that's fine. We're the commentary. I want to see a lot of thumbs up of saying that we're a better commentary team than Kevin Patrick and Byron fucking Saxton.
95%. Tozawa versus Braun Breaker
in a finger poke of doom match.
Who had that on their fucking bingo card?
No.
Was that all the ratings we got? Okay. So
we got an 8 out of 10. We got Larry with all the thumbs up. We got Matt Wooden talking about main event. We got JB saying it's going to be a Montreal screw job again.
That'd be amazing.
The second he gets him into a guillotine, calls the bell, and ding, 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 ding.
Puts him in a sharpshooter. Ding, ding.
That's when you get shit thrown. That's where you get a fucking chair thrown. That's where
the Bell Center burned down.
That's where you get cars getting flipped. You ever watched a hockey fight? Like you ever watch a bench clearing brawl in hockey and shit like that, or to where it gets to a point of even if you play the hockey games on your game and everything, to where you fight enough that the goalies end up fighting. That's what would happen there.
Right, 6.5 says Thomas. So, I mean, maybe I got caught up in the ending of the show, and I did miss a portion in the middle. I don't know if I missed much. It doesn't sound like it. Bray Wyatt challenged randomly challenge other
people. You missed the Viking Raiders and the Brutes. I feel like that was kind of the main portion. That was the main portion of the show.
Okay. So there wasn't much here. Okay. You know what? I mean, I can't go that low.
As I say, Matt, I'll agree with you just on word of. I feel like I'm halfway married to a Canadian now at this point.
You're almost a dual citizen.
Hey, hook a brother up,
right? Vitamins are.
Oh, thumbs up was putting on main event. Fuck you, Mike. Oh. Love you.
When the Canucks lost to the Bruins and the Canucks, my other brother was in that city at that time. Yeah, they burned the fucking place down. It wasn't a happy day.
What do you like the whites are the fucking like pillars of every province of Canada. You got one in Ontario, my dad was one in Vancouver, one in Quebec.
My dad is Johnny Appleseed. Just went around planting.
1, little 2, little 3, little 5. Missed my rating. What was your rating? The only rating I saw was main event, but 10 on 10.
Buried amongst the
excitement, the anticipation, all show just waiting for Sammy plus men's tag, and got their match. Easy and amazing show. You guys killed it.
Thank you.
Fuck off. We did the same thing at the same time.
Get out of my head.
I swear we're not the same person, just across countries.
Now we can't blame Kyle's mom. We got to blame Canada right now.
Blame all the flapping heads so full of lies.
Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. No, we can't do that.
I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'll be at the.
We both.
What, Edie Money?
Easy Money, Frankie Monet, Mercedes Monet, the 80 million parade extravaganza tomorrow night.
You're getting
all right, A-Town. Please explain. I understand. I think you're in New Orleans, so y'all got that crawfish and shit and everything, and that
right
Cajun shit. But what the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, didn't they call for Jay last week? We skipped the segment. No. Well, wait, what? Maybe. I don't know. We're getting late. We got to head towards the door. I kind of want to know who wins between Tozawa and Brian Breaker, though.
Carl Frederick, whose new name on NXT is Eddie Thorpe, in action right now.
Where? I don't even have that.
That made my brain hurt, Damien. Respectfully.
Sammy Pop, greater than any Cody Pop.
Debate that with CJ of who was there for adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes at Mania.
Right, and that was huge. If anyone was wondering, Braun Breaker got the win over the Ninja. I'm not your buddy, pal. Okay, Chief.
No, you fucked that up. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your guy, friend. Predictions for tomorrow. Well, Keyshawn, I guess you need to tune in to tomorrow at 7:00 when we're here, even right along with the pre-show when we'll be running down our predictions for the card.
We are supposed to have a segment between Jimmy and Heyman, but no, he told them all to stay home.
Right. When did you get a script that we didn't get there, JV? Did you get Cliff Notes we didn't get? Because no, he told them stay the fuck home.
Yeah, he said
that's
stay.
Part of the whole thing is, can they get into Canada?
Right. NXT level up on Peacock. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
No, that doesn't exist.
Fake news.
Nothing. I think on that note, folks.
On that wonderful fucking note, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I am KJ White. That is Big Nick. We will be back tomorrow. Battle in the Valley ends the night, but we're going to kick it off with Elimination Chamber. We will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss out. We will go through our predictions. We'll talk rumors. We'll talk fun. We'll talk a whole bunch of wrestling. It's going to be a great time. And then we will be your alternative commentary for the entire night, including, like I said, Battle in the Valley. We may stick around for other stuff. You never know. We might show up earlier than you expect. We might be watching football. He's just throwing shit at me live. I don't know how this is going to work out. But
I got it thrown at me. Fuck off.
But folks, Like, subscribe, share. Check us out on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Discord. Go grab a t-shirt, merch. We just had our hot pink line drop, looking a little foundation-y, so to speak, without getting copyright trouble.
Yes, the Heat Man chart line there.
Why would you go that way?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost your minds.
What? Do you want to get sued?
Sued? No one's getting sued. Folks, that's it. I mean, Nick, what are your final thoughts on this show?
Yeah. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that 4 life with it.
See you on the flip side, folks. Thank you so much. Good night.